Welcome to the Intel Challenge.
Got a big task ahead of her though. First kill coming through Dwayne, and the second Zaz. She's done it. She's kept res in this game.
Welcome back to the Intel Challenge here on CappingTV. We'll be casting the third place matchup here between Besiktas and Assassins. Match we'll be going to is Cash, our second match will be Inferno, and our decider will be Train if required. Now going to this match, Besiktas does have a slight edge, you'd think, but it is going to be interesting. Besiktas will be starting on the CT side with Assassins on the T side, and we're just going to be waiting for the match to start here. And so, starting on the CT side, Besiktas really have to make a good start, but Cash, as we've seen in the major and with these matches, it's going to be slight more of an edge to the T side. We're going to see some closer halves, and possibly if Assassins can sneak in 7 or 8 rounds on this T side, they're going to have a real chance in this map where Besiktas really have to hopefully get 9. And I'm going to hand off to my co-caster here, Graham.
Hey there, buddy. How you doing tonight? I'm excited to be here. I'm excited for this game. It's always an adventure when you get some of these players in this server, especially with some of the history that they have together, with and now against. So I'm really excited for this best of 3. I know it is a third place game, so there's not as high stakes as if it were grand finals. But there's still a lot on the line, especially pride and, of course, some cash between these two teams.
Yeah, so obviously going to want to give their best shot here. It's going to be hard-fought battle here. The HLTV, I think it was about 55% towards Besiktas, so going to be favoring them a tiny bit, but it's going to be interesting to see what comes out.
Yeah, and I mean, it's especially hard to pick with some of these teams because it's been a while since we've seen them at a true like top tier LAN format. That is just the kind of the unfortunate nature of women's Counter-Strike. They just don't quite have the number of top tier LANs that the men's scene does, and it is something that is genuinely, I think, a shame. Some of these players definitely worth paying attention to in the fact that we don't get the opportunity to see them showcase their skills as much as their male counterparts. It's a little sad, and I am actually quite intrigued by Assassins. I think I'd actually pick them to take this over Besiktas, which I'll probably have a lot of Besiktas fans unhappy that I'm saying that one.
Yeah, you're going to be riling up some people in the chat there, Graham. So, I know it will be interesting. We do have the big name of Giuliano on Besiktas, so that's going to be some people knowing that. Obviously, she's well known in the Counter-Strike community. So, going to have some natural fans just from that.
And a couple of her former teammates on the other team, and Mimi and Vilga, I believe, both played together on Team Secret, which was, of course, one of the top women's teams of all time, playing with Zaz and Giuliano. So half that team went one way, half went the other way, and in turn, they meet here in the third place decider.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see. There's a bit of a grudge match, you could say, with as you said, like half the team on one side, other half on the other. So it'll just be interesting to see what comes out here. I think it'll just be a bit of they'll enjoy it though. Third place match, here to have some fun and play some Counter-Strike.
Yeah, and you know, especially with the rivalry. Granted, it was a little bit ago that the teams split up and went their separate ways. But the fact that, if I do recall correctly, it wasn't the most amicable breakup does add a little fuel and a little intensity to what is already, you know, two top European teams. There are going to be rivals. That's just the way it goes when you're playing in the European scene. You build up rivalries very quickly with teams that you're going to be competitive with, and this should be a tremendous series. But we are, in fact, live. We are about to go into the knife round here. Which, I think with the pick ban, it would be predetermined. Do we actually knife for this one? I guess we're knifing for it. All right. So sometimes when you have a 3 pick ban, it's predetermined. It does not appear to be the case. We are having the good old-fashioned shank fest in mid. And well, it's looking like Assassins are going to pull off a knife round. They're going to decide what side they go on.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see what they choose, and they're going to stay as T side on this first half on cash. So moving into that, thoughts on why they whether they should have stayed or swapped?
I actually personally prefer starting T-side cash, or I guess cash as the Aussies say it, since we are on CappingTV. I feel obligated to at least mention as cash at least one. But I do prefer starting out T-side. I just like being able to set the game's pace at my own tempo. I just feel you get more control and kind of get to dictate tempo earlier when you're on T-side. So it's what I would pick. Not to say that what I do is ever the right decision, but we do see it will be towards A right now. There's 2 players in this site. It's Petra, it's Missa. They're going to start to come out here. Petra going to be challenged early, starting to fall away. Can she find any of these shots? In fact, she will find the first one on Kelly and a second on Mimi. Claudia quickly gets the trading candy with her as well, making it a 3-on-3 for this retake.
Yeah, just a good hold there from the start. It's 3v3 here, as you just said. There's going to be a kid on Zaz and a smoke as well. Bomb not going down. It's going to go down now in the default position and playing for A main, sorry. And it's going to be interesting hold here. It's going to be one from highway, one from truck, and one flanking around from A main on the CT side. And Priscilla is going to be meeting into Vilga at the moment in A main. Going to get that first pick. Candy onto Zaz, Candy onto Giuliano as well. 1v2 here. As they do line up going towards, but Priscilla is going to go down, and that will be first round to Assassins.
Yeah, nice job by them. I mean, they were up against the gun pretty much as soon as Petra got those 2 taps right in, those 2 quick kills. But we have a tech timeout early coming in from Besiktas. Might explain why they struggled on the retake. May not. Never really read too much in, but regardless, for whatever reason, we have the timeout coming down. It'll be a little bit before it's fixed. Hopefully, the admin's going to get this fixed nice and quick because, of course, this is a LAN. Intel Challenge Katowice 2019. So good team on hand. Should hopefully be able to fix this.
Yeah, and so looking at the economy on this first round, he'll have Candy buying up on the AK armor, Mimi and Vilga on the Mac 10s, Clive on the UMP, and then Claudia buying up on the AK-47 as well. A lot of utility on that side. And it looks like Besiktas will be just going possibly just like a full eco here. With the changes to economy that happened last year, it's obviously a bit of a throw up whether you do it or not.
Looks like we lost Dreamboat. I think I'm gonna have to fill in for a bit. Anyway, so yeah, technical pause for Besiktas.
Yeah, speaking of tech issues, to the point that my mumble legitimately died. I
Yeah,
hope
you
I'm
don't
okay now.
exactly sound like a robot anymore as well, so that's helpful.
Yeah, I got a pop-up saying that my audio interface drivers were dying. Like they crashed. When that crashed, I stopped being able to hear anything. I had to restart Mumble, but everything else came back to life, and I guess I'm no longer a robot as well. That is pretty much everything that you could possibly ask for in one little nice present there.
Well, it seems like the tech pause worked out both for Besiktas and CappingTV, so it will be interesting going to this next round. We do have Petra buying up the flash. It might be the only buy coming in from Besiktas, but they're going to be going into a lot of damage on Assassins. The 2 AKs there, and then just Mac 10s to run them down.
Yeah, and I do like that move. it's one of my pet peeves in Counter-Strike is when you have the save and you got some people with a little bit more money that you can comfortably buy a flash. There's almost no harm in it. You might find a kill, you might find some damage. So I'm glad that Petra's at least investing into a flashbang. A single flash. She will have my full attention. We'll see where she elects to go with it.
Yeah, and looks like a stack going to be from Besiktas from the start, but Assassins sort of looking out for a default at the moment. 3 towards A, and it's just going to be 1 at mid, and going to be Claudia just sitting there at B hoping for a push, but as Assassins moving in close now onto the A site, they might be able to realize that there's no one here and they'll be able to take this site for free.
Yeah, they are just starting to pressure around, suss out the situation. They peaked too hard, but the bomb's already made its way there, which is a pretty good indicator. Momentarily, they should be pushing out. Smoke's going down, a couple mollies just to be safe. You don't want anyone jumping out at the scary spot, finding a headshot or two. But with that, they've got a free access, they've got a free site, and they have discovered that. I'm curious to see how Petra will make this flash work on this retake here.
It is interesting. They use a lot of utility, only smoking 2 flashes left. They're going to be pushing in. Petra's throwing the flash over first, as they're all going to peek together, running through that smoke, but they're going to be mowed down by Vilga, getting 3 on the Mac 10. Clive getting another, and Vilga finishing off Petra as well. 4k there from Vilga, and just absolutely making bank. 5.6k for Vilga as well. Moving into this next round, it will be full bite from Besiktas, and it looks like they're going to be keeping 2 Mac 10s on Assassins.
And the UMP as well on Kelly V, so that's it's gonna be a bit more of a bonus around. It looks like they're going fast towards B. Chrysalia's found that out, finds the first kill. Candy actually did kill Giuliano, but this M4 is gonna reign supreme for a couple more kills. That's dropping out of vents, should find the remainder. Actually, Claudia finds 2, making it a 1v1. It's gonna be Missa with an M4 trying to come through. 2 flashbangs. Claudia, the AK has full util. Do whatever she so pleases. Gonna re-smoke towards CT Amali into heaven, and we'll get the bomb down. Actually, he's faking it, just seeing where the peaks come from. Might be playing herself.
Moving up.
She spotted the head there in heaven.
Yeah, flash going out there. That's half the utility now used for Missa, and another one heading in too. Claudia's got bombed down, got 2 flashes of her own. No utility for Missa. Moving in here, that possibly heard that jump from Claudia on the site. Is looking up there. Claudia going to be peeking around, and that's going to be the 3rd round there for Assassins.
Easy 1v1 from Claudia, who's moved to 5-0-0, which is a very lovely start to this game. It's early. I always like to point it out. We do have a couple secret agent watches. Giuliano and Missa over on Besiktas don't have a kill yet. Neither does Mimi on Assassins. Mimi has picked up the Mac 10 to give herself the opportunity to farm some cash and hopefully find that first kill. And with Zaz close in mid, if she elects to push it, Mimi will be able to find that kill with relative ease.
Yeah, Mimi and Zaz there, a few inches away from each other, but sadly can't get any closer than that, as Zaz has fallen back to the vent position, but Vilga taking down 2 very quickly on that B site should open it up. Zaz going to be in the vent, going to be the next point of contact, but they should be able to move in pretty freely now. It's just a P250 that might be in their way.
Yeah, and that molly makes Zaz run out. She should fall any moment. Actually gets a nice dink onto Claudia, but will fall nonetheless. Mimi should be able to catch this, rotate out. That's going to be Miss... Ooh, got a little hairy there with the spray, but does find it. Leaves Petra all alone. Mimi, I think, is going to get that one, too. You better believe it. So, pair of kills for her, and she's finally on the board.
No casualties there as well, so they're going to be saving up a lot of money going into these rounds, really building up their economy.
Yeah, you can see a couple players already quite comfy. However, it will be the buy round here, and Mimi's actually going to hang on to that Mac 10. Giuliano pulling out the AWP. That's the full stops for Besiktas. They have everything. M4s and AWPs. No AUGs, surprisingly.
Yeah, no util for Giuliano as well, so it'll be interesting if that might come back to bite them, as it is going to be early mid control from Assassin. Smoke's going out onto A as well. Going to be really trying to move in up towards highway, it looks like.
worth noting as well, full head armor with the exception of Missa over on Besiktas, so maybe a little bit of a read of Giuliano and Zaz's former teammate Mimi, thinking that she might hang on to that Mac 10, which would be quite lethal without head armor. A little bit less so with it. However, she's still trying to find that kill on a player out in the open. Missa's found one and is being quickly traded, and Zaz will actually find one as well. Keeps it a 3-on-3, but a nice set of kills coming through. Health is so poor on both Vilga and Claudia, but it all is just on Cresselia. And she's got the bomb, so she's found the first kill, brings it down to a 1 versus 2. Bomb in her possession. Can she find any more? Spraying through does so much to Mimi. But oh, this shot right through the wall, right through the head, takes out the player. And now Assassins grab a 5th round.
There's half a chance there with that bomb there, and we will be seeing a pause coming out from Besiktas this time. No, it looks like it will just be no call on it yet. Possibly just a tactical. Yeah, tactical timeout there. But very close there. There was 2-on-1, that spray almost connecting for Besiktas to take that first round, hopefully, but Assassin's 5-0 up, and it's looking scary now.
It's another tech timeout for Besiktas, which yeah, it's not a good sign. Apparently it's Giuliano's mic not working. It's a little detrimental.
Yeah, a little bit of a problem there. Might cause a few issues. But we do.
You can sympathize. I didn't have my mic working earlier. It was it's par for the course. Caster's mic doesn't work off the bat. Neither does Giuliano's. It's only fair.
Yeah, and we do see the orb come out from Assassin's Get Candy with her hands on the AWP. And the money on Besiktas looking like they could go in for a partial buy, but nothing more than that, you'd think. And still, the only person in the server without a kill is Giuliano, 005, and almost James Bond.
We have a couple more deaths to go before we get there, but that is really not the start that you'd want to see from Giuliano, who routinely frags a little bit more heavily for Besiktas. And really, I mean, it's been a slow start for most players on the side of Besiktas, not really able to find a lot of kills. They have brought it down to a couple close rounds at times, but really, you'd hope that they take one a bit quicker and know that at some point they might take a tack timeout, let Punisher do his talking and see if he can't, let Weber, I should say, see if he can't corral the team. Punisher is, of course, Assassin's coach.
Yeah, and at the moment after these first 5 rounds, Vilga with 152 ADR, just doing a lot of essential damage, and then Claudia hasn't died yet, I believe. Oh, only died once, so really showing their worth.
Now the pause does come down, so you don't have to listen to us ramble on about what's going on nonsensically while nothing really happens, because it is the unpause. It is going to be a smoke on Cresselia, and a flash as well. Smoke did go out towards heaven. And we'll see where they elect to go, where they elect to move the players on Assassin. They're starting to inch around. Petra's up on the forklift, going to go up to the catwalk. And with players towards A main, she may be able to drop down or at least find 1 or 2 kills. Big opportunity here for her.
Yeah, some mid control taken as well from Assassins. Maybe going to be peeking highway now. Won't be seeing Missa on the other side of the smoke, but Missa is going to peek that. They aren't going to know now that there's at least one through mid. But Missa with a huge one dig. They didn't even see it from a POV. But that's going to be a first pick there for Besiktas and giving them a slight advantage now. But Petra's going to be taken down by Claudia as we will move in here. Vilga damage onto Zaz there in the Z connector. All peeking out now. Vilga not quite getting the kills out. He's going to get 2. But Giuliano will get the pick there, picking up the AK now.
No longer killless. Giuliano now working in 1v3. Going to be flashed up fully. Claudia's got that one with ease. 6-0 Assassins. A great start for them. But really, this is... You'd hope to see some sign of life by now from Besiktas. They have the other opportunity here. It will be an AWP coming out. Petra's got it. See where she elects to go. It'll be towards mid. However, Bomb looking to move potentially quick towards B right now. flying around this corner. They were going to be ready for it. It's just Priscilla in the back of the site sitting headshot. Molly will come down, but the hit's already coming straight through. He finds the first kill on Vilga, but will quickly be traded. And that leaves it a 3 versus 3. Bomb should go down any moment. And now we'll see if Besiktas can retake and take their first round.
Yeah, we're going to be playing the bomb deep on the site. And it's going to be 3 from CT. It looks like 2 are heading up to Heaven there for Besiktas. And Mimi playing the site. We'll have Candy in checkers close towards A main, B main, sorry, and Claudia sitting deep B main. With Mimi getting the frag on Giuliano, Missa getting a frag, and Petra dropping, getting the no-scope, Claudia trading that one out, staying from checkers, Missa's close to the bomb, gonna fake that one, gonna get the shots, know where Claudia is, not gonna be sticking it just yet, still faking out, not a lot of time left for this fake, and Claudia's gonna swing wide A and get that kill for 7-0 for Assassins.
Yeah, this is looking like map 1 might be pretty comfy to Assassins. You never want to see a team go down 7-1. And it's not like we're in that happy situation where they have a comfortable bye to make it 7-1. The classic Brazilian scoreline. No, they are saving once again. They have a little bit more utility heavy this time. They might be able to make it work a little bit. So far, what they've thrown out hasn't done anything. No damage on the HEs, no kills coming from the flashbangs. Zaz, they had a feeling, was close below boost, and well, she's being mollied off of that spot. This is looking like a very methodical round right now from Assassins. Focus close, might get caught here by Zaz. No, has the kill. Does take quite a bit of damage. However, she is just too good to fall to a P250.
Yeah, and it is going to be looking like bombs just drop outside of the squeaky entrance, and they're going to look like possibly moving towards A, with no one currently staying in mid, but there is going to be the rotator Giuliano just swinging around from truck to tree. Bomb going around, possibly looking towards B now. With the 5 members getting close, they're going to have 2 close to mid and 3 going through B main. This looks like it's going to be a B split coming in here.
Yeah, and Priscilla is the only one there close with the MP9. Hopefully she can find something with it. Swings out, finds absolutely nothing. Just a little bit of damage to Kelly V. And now Petra, Giuliano, and Missa trying to rotate through. An aggressive push from Claudio. Finds Missa. Does good damage to Giuliano, but in the end, she falls. 2-on-4 now for this retake. They're trying to swing around. Giuliano's down. It is just Petra. Has picked up the Deeg. And can she make it? Sing, the push coming around. She's not able to find it. Oh, does so much damage to Kelly V. But she lives on 9 HP. 8-0 Assassins.
Claudia there with her second death of the match, and I don't know, it's looking very tough here for Besiktas. Assassins, no matter what happens here, are going to be heading into their CT half with the advantage. Giuliano pulling out the AWP, and be interesting to see what happens here. They're going to be very close. Not a little bit less utility for Besiktas, but Assassins with a lot of momentum here should be hoping to take this round out as well, but we will see sort of a split here. Bomb just outside garage. And just going to be looking for an opening at either side here.
Yeah, double up setup. Petra and Giuliano holding them. Should be able to find some kills. Looks like it. Giuliano just misses the shoulder peek. Does catch a headshot on to Vilga as the follow-up. Finally, Assassins are down a player. I think most rounds have gone with man advantage for Assassins. So the fact that Besiktas even has it is a good start. We'll see if the double ops can continue to sing and reign supreme as the hit towards B will come in momentarily.
Yeah, first up will be Claudia, very close to this exit now. Giuliano going to be holding from tree. One smoke denies her sightlines and gets some easy into the site with only having to run over Priscilla on the site. But Giuliano going to get that pick onto Claudia. Looking very good here for Besiktas to hopefully get this first round in here, but Giuliano is smoked off from the side.
Flashes her way through, though. Does catch the edge of Candy, too, and oh, I thought that was the USP coming out. But regardless, Priscilla gets a kill. Mimi now in a 1v4. Finds one. Makes it a 1 versus 3. Trying to push through. Not going to be able to find Priscilla. Besiktas finally have their first round.
Yeah, no 16-0 on cash for this first time around, and they are going to be pulling those orbs out. But there was a lot of damage done there. But at the end, by Mimi is going to take down 2 players. But they have a lot of money here in the bank. Assassins and Besiktas still on the edge here. Priscilla, only person above 1k with 2.2. They are going to be still rocking this double AWP setup and hopefully to continue what they just performed last round.
Yeah, this is a huge round right now. It is very, very important for Besiktas to win it. Otherwise, they are going to be absolutely ecoed. Evelyn Giuliano, nice aggressive pick there on the Claudia.
Yeah, and that could really just win the... It's going to look like the round's already in their favour. Again, the first pick, 4v5. Petra onto Kelly V and Missa onto Vilgar. Mimi is going to get another frag onto Zaz, just getting a lot of damage kills if they're not able to win this round. But Mimi is only on 11 health, Candy on 54. Juliana's going to take down Mimi. Just Candy left in a main with an AWP, and it's going to be hard here to try and pull out this 1v4 if possible.
This is a very tall task, but with the smokes, she's actually gotten her way out. The fork going to be spotted by Missa. And that is another round to Besiktas. There will be no reset here, and the fact that they only dropped 1 player is huge. They can start to build up that economy, build up their bank account, which is so very pivotal. And one of the main reasons, really, that Assassins have climbed out to this lead is Besiktas hadn't been able to build up their bank whatsoever.
Yeah, but now Assassins, if they lose this round, it looks like they might have to do either a light buy or a save, as they are looking low on their money. Similar situations for both teams, but Besiktas has 2 players over 3k, as Julian's going to be taking some fire damage there in checkers, and Bomb is towards B at the moment. They might try and swing around.
Slow movement right now. Assassin's not wanting to commit too heavily. Realizing that the double ops are likely still on the field. There's going to be... Oh, Giuliano just missing a foot there. No, it's actually just the fake that they're going to have. Falling right back away by the looks of it. Assassins move the bomb back towards mid. Giuliano, though, feeling a little bit of heat, a little bit of pressure. It might be the B-split. In fact, it will be any second now. Kelly should be able to catch Priscilla in vent. I'll actually find a pair of kills taking down Mimi and Kelly V. This is massive with the 2-man advantage. Besiktas looking poised to take a third.
Candy is going to get that pick on Priscilla in mid, but it's going to be a tough ask here. There's going to be bomb towards B-man. They're going to be pushing in now. The smoke dissipates, and it will be time. Zaz is going to be very close left in the mini pit. As Flash do ring out, Zaz full blind by that. Giuliano on the site. Vilga getting 2 frags. Candy getting Missa up in heaven. And it's just going to be Petra currently in Z. And it's going to be a tough finish to this round.
Yeah, I don't really like their Petra's chances in this. I mean, credit where it's due. She is quite a good player, and she does find the first shot onto Vilga, but this is a tall task. Any player, 1 versus 2. Smoke and Molly are actually going to help her. Try and run straight through it. In fact, Candy has gotten close and hits the shot. I don't think that Petra realized that she'd gone straight through that smoke and got that close.
And Besiktas are going to be running a bit of a dodgy buy. Going to have a FAMAS and a P250 on to their members, so not going to be able to pull out the double AWP. Whereas Assassins just full util, but it's going to be not a whole lot of money left after this round if they don't win.
Candy going to be going aggressive mid with the AWP. Went up a boost and straight down the other side. No one's there right now for Besiktas. Nearest is Zaz, who's being smoked off and then promptly flashed off Toxic.
Yeah, and
Full mid control right now for Assassins. They have the opportunity to go wherever they please. It looks like it'll be towards A, though. And in fact, we already have rotates coming through with the smokes. Trying to go up above one of them. Unable to spot anyone out. But Assassins, they've been stunted with some good utility usage. Candy, however, catches. Trying to come out Z.
yeah, Giuliano doesn't have armor. Did decide to glass cannon this, and it will be and going to be 3 members here at Highway, but Miss is going to get the pick on Claudia, Giuliano onto Vilga, and it's now a 1-on-3 for Mimi, and this is very tough. They know her position, bombs in A main, 47 seconds on the clock, and this might just be what Besiktas needed here. That's going to be a quick pick onto Petra though. It's going to call the push-up from Missa, holding at the fork, Giuliano moving around, but behind her. And that will be 3-9 now in favor of Assassins. But money isn't looking too great on a couple of these players.
Yeah, it's not an ideal spot at all. I think we'll see probably... I'd drop some pistols around and just take kind of a half buy-in. I'm assuming that's what Assassins will do. But with the pause, they might be taking some time to talk about it, whether they want to go for the full force up. They can get AKs on a couple players. Claudia, if she goes no head armor, will be able to grab an AK as well. So there is an opportunity for them to pull something out here. I'm always the more conservative player. I always like to go for the save and just, especially when you're up 9-3, take a round, drop it to 9-4, come back with a much stronger buy. But we are going to see the AKs come out. They're feeling it. They're feeling the confidence. And it will be the full commitment from Assassins.
Probably won't be seeing an AWP out for Assassins. It will be Giuliano carrying that, but Petra's going to have the MP9, possibly misreading the economical decision coming out from Assassins. So if they're able to punish that MP9, it could turn this round in the favor of Assassins.
So Mac 10 on Claudio, a pair of Deegs, a pair of AKs. And then FAMAS, MP9. Like, this isn't a great buy for either team. Obviously, the edge to Besiktas. They have more rifles and they have an AWP. But this is definitely a winnable round for either side. I'm curious to see how Assassins elect to try and pull this opera away. They have to deal with Giuliano. That's not going to be an easy task. But a quick smoke and a shot. She's going to fall back a little bit. There are 3 already towards B, though, which is not a good sign for when this hit does come down. Don't know if they'll expect Priscilla behind the box and checkers.
Will be smoke dropping onto Giuliano, going to be throwing a deep smoke in response, but it will be Assassin pulling out. Priscilla does get the pick onto Vilga, and that could prove beneficial to them. Candy does get it on Priscilla. Claudia going through the smoke, able to pick off Giuliano with the AWP. Zaz going to take down Candy as well. 3v1 now with Claudia picking onto Zaz as well. Just building up some accidental bank with that Mac 10. And it's now Missa. It does look like she's going to attempt it.
Yeah, I don't really like what Zaz did there, trying to go in aggressive. And I think Missa's actually going to be running away and saving. In fact, that it will be exactly what she's doing. Might get an exit there on Claudia. In fact, she does. However, Zaz, I mean, I get what she was trying to do, catch the planter, but instead I honestly would have just waited up, go for the 2-man retake with Missa rather than leaving it in the 1v3. And, there's actually an aggressive run coming through from Callie. I think Missa's going to be paying attention towards A main, so I'd expect her to live with her life. And yeah, there's not going to be any further aggression, so she does hang on to the M4, but no money for Besiktas. Means that Assassins with that force buy. Oh, quasi buy. It was an interesting force. They managed to pull it off, and now they've got the op. They've got full AKs, and there's not a lot on Besiktas' side. So Assassins looking very comfortable to end this half.
Yeah, buying up around misses save, but it's very interesting as this is the second last round. They could have possibly saved this round, just left Missa.
They're double eco, so with their loss bonus, they wouldn't have had much anyways if they'd saved. So you may as well force here.
Yeah, it's difficult though with Assassins now to double digits. It's going to be really taking on a basic test, just their confidence. It's hard when you look up at the scoreline. You're on 3 and the other team's on 10. You're thinking we need to do something here, as we do see just the T's hiking out in garage. They're going to be pushing out, taking some quick mid control, double smokes out so they can push out. Flash is out, as they are going to be a bit shy to peek, but Mimi's is going to be doing those first peeks, moving up towards the vent. There is no one really stopping this mid control from the Z connector, as we do see 3 counter terrorists on B side. Mimi's going to take down Casella, hiding in B main. Smokes on tree, nades up in heaven. Should be their side.
I mean, there's a small chance that just tapping through the smoke that Giuliano can get someone. It doesn't look to be the case. Petra trying to fly in behind. Oh, that's a nice deke shot onto Claudia. Spots Candy's shoulder, but will fall in the end. Giuliano walks out, doesn't check below heaven. I think Missa is going to be saving once again. It's going to be an 11th round for Assassins, and they're going to be quite comfy into the last one.
Bit of case of deja vu with the same position, same player saving. But taking this fight to Vilga. Vilga is going to drop her weapon. Not a whole lot of money for the T side, so it was a bit ballsy trying to take that fight there, but 1.7k should
With
be able
the
to
bomb
buy
plant, they'll be comfy.
Yeah, should be able to, but Claudia with only $100, it's Candy should be able to drop an 8k for Claudia. They should be able to buy up around it. Might not have all the utility they want, but Missa will go down to Kelly V with a very nice shot there. And you'd favor Assassins taking this half 12-3.
Yeah, and I mean, they'll be dropping around the guns to those that needed it. Yeah, there's an AK on the ground, of course, for Claudia. And now you've Besiktas forcing up everything they can. It's an MP9, a couple Deegs, 5.7s, P250. That's what I call a yikes spy. That's not what you want in the last round of a half. You don't want it in an 11-3 game. And they are going to go for the Shroud boost. Maybe. Never mind, they changed their minds. I got debated by them thinking about it. They definitely were contemplating it. They went to the boost. They started jumping and decided, you know what, no. That's just not for us. But now, I think Claudio did just spot the foot of Giuliano there. So they're aware that she is in checkers and will fall. Kelly's trying to kill Claudio with another. Oh, doesn't quite turn around and find Zaz from above, but Candy has a shot with ease. Feel like we said this a lot lately, but it is just Missa 1v4.
Possibly not going to be checking out Kelly V here in Squeak. You're going to be peeking out around, and Kelly V is going to finish off that half. 12-3 to Assassins, and, well, Besiktas really on the back foot here. It's going to be a tough fight to try and stay in this game.
Worth noting, keep in mind, like, I haven't quite panicked enough about this, but you know who picked Cash, right? This is Besiktas' pick. They have just lost 12-3 on the first half on their own pick in this series. That's not what you want to do. That's not how you want to do it. That's a very scary prospect if you are Besiktas right now.
Yeah, and if Assassins win this pistol round, you could very easily see going up 15-3 and, well, Besiktas having to win 12 rounds in a row just to get this to overtime, and that's not something you want to be thinking about if you're them, but it's going to be very difficult to try and claw this one out. And then moving on to Assassin's map pick of Inferno, that's just going to be a very difficult one to fight out of.
Yeah, I mean, we're at the point where Besiktas almost have to be thinking, like, all right, like, what can we do on Inferno? How can we push it to train? Because you almost have to write off Cap, especially if they lose this pistol round. This pistol will basically decide this first map. If they get it, there's a small window for Besiktas to come back. If they lose this pistol, it's basically over.
It does look like they're going to be going for an A split, though. Bomb is towards there, and it's only going to be Claudia, I believe. No, Vilga is the only one there to scout this one out. Hopefully get a few picks through the smoke, but they're going to be calling for the rotates here. A lot of smoke's invested here, so they're going to know it most likely won't be FA, as they will be pushing onto the site now and possibly getting bomb plan. But Kelly V with the pick onto Casella.
And now that does give them a small window. Of course, they do have the kit on Vilga and a smoke to try and make this work. There's the pinch coming through, and that's Kelly finding the kill onto Zaz. Now this retake trying to come forth. Petra with a nice gush coming in. Can they find kills? That's really what needs to come in for Besiktas right now, but they're not finding any of them. It just leaves Giuliano 1v5. She's found the first one. Can she find a second? Does a lot of good damage, but Candy has the kill, and Assassins are going to grab another pistol.
But they did get the bomb plant there. That's something very important. They will be able to full eco this round, possibly. But no, they are going to be buying up armor. If they full eco, they'd be able to go into this next round where it was 14-3 very comfortably. But no, they're going to be forcing up this round. Just trying to surprise them, get some nice picks, and just turn it back into their favor.
We'll see. Rifles on both sides. Besiktas will be relying heavily on Christella to try and open this up. Less or so on Zaz and Missa with the Ds. But you have to imagine the AK. Oh, I thought there was a shot there onto Candy, but it did not land. Did not connect. And now, with that, a little bit of the jig is up for Besiktas. It's quite clear that they are in mid, and you can see Vilga and Kelly V with the response towards this. Maybe walking out of B. Looks like Zaz might be tuned to it as they walk into Useless. Will Missa get caught? Oh, does actually find the kill. The MP9 comes out, finds one. That's the bomb, which is even bigger. Spraying through, we'll get Petra to boot. Vilga may have just stolen this round. That nade is going to be meaty onto Zaz. That is 81 damage. That is all kinds of chunky. And now, with the recovery, sure, the site has fallen. Great, but now they need to get the bomb through there, and Candy with the Augs found a pair. Make it a trio, and it's 14-3 Assassins.
Yeah, and you'd have to favor Assassins going to take this map out 16-3 now, as money's looking dodgy for Besiktas. They're going to have to save this round. Deagle is coming out for Zaz. They're going to be pistol, a couple of flashes coming in, but not really much more. Going to have 3 Augs, an M4, and an AK for the CTs. Looks like it's going to be a Sukubli at Rush B.
They are trying to get out there, and I actually do find the kill on the Kelly, but Vilga from above finding a trio. He flashed up. Might actually find the kill on Giuliano. No, Giuliano's got that. But now 1v3, P250 in hand. What can Giuliano do? What does she have in her back pocket? Candy's going to be trying to get up close. Does actually pull out a nade, and that was almost detrimental. But Claudia has the backup. And if you are just tuning in, my name is Graham Morrison. Follow me on Twitter, GrahamCast. Joined by Infinity here on CappingTV. This is the first map of the third place decider of the Intel Challenge Katowice 2019 LAN event. And this is the first map, as I said. It was Besiktas' pick. Next map, which is Assassin's pick, will be Inferno. Our deciders train if we need it.
It's not really looking like it if this is Besiktas' pick, but Vilga's going to get a pick onto Zaz. Giuliano going to trade that one out, but Mimi's going to get onto Giuliano as well, as it's going to be very tough for this T side to win this round. 3v4, and everyone on Assassin's really just looking like they're not off beat at the moment. And Claudia wrapping around through Squeaky into A main. They know it's going to be B now with that info from Claudia. And
that's a classic. It's a classic where we're on GoTV with delay, and there's no delay on map change. I think you know what that means. That means Assassin just took that round, and I will quickly message someone and see if I can't get that fixed for the next map. Because that's unfortunate. We're going to Inferno. That was a 16-3. Man, Besiktas, they just, they didn't have a very good time on that map there, and I think the map change is incredibly welcome. In the meantime, though, we are just going to be taking a quick break. Once again, my name is Graham Morrison. Follow me on Twitter, GrahamCast. Infinity, you want to plug your Twitter right now?
yeah, follow me on Infinity_285. Yes, 285. And we'll be bringing you guys back into Inferno after a short break.
And I do.
Welcome to the Intel Challenge.
Got a big task ahead of her though. First kill coming through Derain, and the second Zaz. She's done it. She's kept res in this game.
Welcome to the Intel Challenge.
Got a big task ahead of her though. First kill coming through Derain, and the second Zaz. She's done it. She's kept res in this game.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Intel Challenge Katowice 2019. third place decider. This will be the second map between Assassins and Besiktas here in Katowice. And, you know, the first map was Besiktas' pick. Sure, it was 16-3, okay. Inferno, it's going to be a different story here in Infinity. It's going to be a lot closer a match, I do think.
We hope so, at least. So, yeah, it is going to be, hopefully, Besiktas going to, starting on the CT side. Oh, wait, no, never mind. We do have knife rounds, that's right. So, we'll be going to the knife to decide who starts on which side. But whoever starts on the CT side, we're hoping it's Besiktas so they can get some early rounds on the board, as Inferno are quite CT sided with all the util damage you can do right off the start.
Yeah, you know, Inferno is honestly like my favorite map to play, if only for the fact that I can like come out of like every single game of MM with over 500 damage in utility. It's just satisfying, especially being a B player, where you throw it down a singular corridor and you hit someone because that's the way it goes. Or you don't, you know, sometimes you don't. But yeah, no, I love it. That is that is my highlight of pretending I'm a good player, by having really high enemies flash and really high damage because I play B.
Yeah, I agree. I do remember that great clip of Sponge, I believe. They all got naded rushing up B and then got 4-man collateraled, and that just shows, if you're aggressive Banana, you can just absolutely shred through that. With an AWP or an M4, you're able to just spray down just that one line and able to pick so many off.
And I expect that we will see some big plays just like that from these lovely ladies as soon as they are ready to go live. As mentioned momentarily ago, this is in fact the second map of this best of 3. It is Assassin's pick. Here, just making sure everything is good to go. There were some mild tech issues early on the first map for Besiktas, so I think that just double checking that everything is good to go, and then momentarily we should have them to the knife to decide what side they are on.
And in this situation, whoever wins the knife should be picking CT side.
Yeah, and you know, I'm not sure because I'm informed on many things. I am a massive brain gamer on many fronts. Right? This is where you agree with me.
Yeah, absolutely.
There is a good chance as well that like it's predetermined what side that they start on, because they did pick it that way. We just do the knife round anyway, and winner picks whatever side they're supposed to be on.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. No one's told me. I'm in the loop on so many things. I'm not in the loop on this one.
Yeah, I believe it was Besiktas did have the map pick and they started on T side, I believe. So that as many teams would probably choose to start off on CT side, that might have been what happened. It'll just.
Like I said, I always, every single time I had map side pick on Cash, I picked T side. So
yeah.
Every single time, I will always vote T side for Cash. I've actually like confident play picked T side Inferno. That one doesn't work out as consistently for me though. Sometimes I just get like absolutely destroyed on T side when I pick it first. So I don't know. It's hit or miss.
Yeah, it's just a very gambling decision to pick T side initially on Inferno. With just, especially at the moment with what Astralis have done, really showing all the utility damage that can be given out on Inferno, it's just so much more difficult to play on the T side.
Oh God, what was I think it was Challenger stage, Ents versus the boys Renegades. I remember watching, and it felt like every single round, like 2 players were taking down at least half HP from HEs. Like every round, it was mental. There was so much done. It's the nature of Inferno. It's the belly of the beast.
And I just think if you're going to pick Inferno, you definitely need to know how to use your nades to get the most value out of them. As in other maps, you won't be seeing as high utility damage as you will be seeing on Inferno with all these narrow, predictable choke points.
But we are waiting for something. I mean,
Something.
I'm always waiting for something. There's so many songs about waiting as well. Are we? We are the waiting. Waiting for a girl like you. Like there's a lot of things we could be waiting for at this point in time. But what it is currently is just for both teams to ready up. Some people are just chilling AFK in the server. You can see Giuliano after the rough start that she had, just making sure that she can still tap heads with the best of them. Just farming and spawn. Mimi has rejoined the game. That's another thing we were waiting for.
And Coach Weber just being the best warm-up warrior possible, 43-4 at the moment.
Oh, what a legend! I think Claudia is gone as well. I see bot Claudia running around the map. That is one of my favorite things about like proper tournament configs and stuff, is that when like the expected player disconnects, they just get the friendly bot in front of their name for the bot. So bot Claudia was running around. Now coaches are actually where they need to be. That's usually a good sign. Players are joining the right teams. So momentarily, we should be good to go.
Yeah, we just have one player currently not in the server. I do believe it's Claudia. And we are just getting the teams fixed up at the moment. But
now we actually have a few people not in the server.
They're in spectator, I believe.
Oh, yes, they are. You're right. Along with our good friendly ESL admin, Krossick. Massive shout out to that fellow. He followed me on Twitter today.
Oh wow,
that was nice of him. I didn't expect that. That was a lovely gift to wake up to. Is the brilliant Krossick dropping me a follow.
Now,
speaking of follows, you can follow me on Twitter if you are enjoying the soothing sounds of my voice here at this lovely time of night in Katowice. My name is Graham Morrison. Follow me at Graham Casts. Infinity, plug yourself.
Yeah, so playing myself, Infinity_285 on Twitter, and I'd just like to let everyone know this is my first ever official cast of Counter-Strike Global Offensive with CappingTV.
Damn.
So, yeah, bit of a debut to go in 16-3, but in the third place match as well. Always a bit of fun. Does look like we're still just waiting on Claudia to join the server at the moment. It seems like that's what.
Now the other person I'm going to plug as well, because he deserves a plug. He is a man. He is a myth. He is a legend. It is Otis Slays. OTTASLAYS. Follow him on Twitter. He is just an absolute beauty. And momentarily we will have the knife round. We're finally getting there. We've done it. I have vamped for as long as my vamping can go, and we'll be live any minute into this second map of this best of 3 between Besiktas and Assassins. This is Assassin's pick. They took Besiktas' pick, which was Cash 16-3. It was a shellacking. It was a haranguing. It was a brouhaha. And it was a little bit hard to watch at times. Inferno, though, it's going to be a much better match.
We'd hope so. We hope that it's a bit closer than the 13-round differential we saw last time, as we are going to be heading into this first knife round. I hope it's the only knife round as well.
I like how Priscilla has just collected multiple chickens in pregame, and I think she's got 4 of them chasing her. She's waiting for them to come as well. She needs her emotional support in this knife round. It's the old shake fest down mid. Got some people shaking around. It's gonna be a few kills going back and forth, but it's gonna be all the way to Kelly V all alone. Will fall. Misses got that one. And Besiktas take a knife. They're gonna decide where they go. Which looks like they are going to stay. So they'll be on CT side. Who will be T side for Assassins.
Petra just butchered the chickens right in front of Casilia. And
whoa! That's uncalled for. Petra, how dare you? How dare you slaughter those 4 innocent chickens? It's uncalled for. It's a little bit tragic. But I hope you at least ate them because chicken is delicious.
We will see 3 members of Besiktas going over to the B site. Nades coming down. There looks like it's going to be a rush and a huge amount of nade damage.
That was meaty. The kill onto Vilga, 69 damage done to Kelly V. Nice, 32 to Mimi, and a chunk more to Claudia. That is all kinds of nasty. Juliano is going to find the kill onto Candy as well. These remaining 3 players from Assassins, well, they're not comfortable on the health front, and they're not comfortable in the position. They're going to start moving towards A, starting to fall back down Banana, over towards mid.
And just showing that not investing into the armor actually helped them there with all that nade damage. All these players lower than 70 health, a couple just easily killable, especially Kelly V, who does not have armor. Going to be very close to a one-shot to the body from a USB, as they are going to be engaging. Juliano is going to go down to Claudia. Kelly V going to get Zaz trading out with Mimi. It's going to be Petra on the site, taking down Claudia. Will be just Kelly V left in this 1-on-3, and will be Besiktas taking the lead for the first time in this best-of-3 set.
Yeah, and this game already starting instantly way better for Besiktas. They went down, what was it? I want to say it was 7-0, 8-0, something along those lines in the first half of Cash, whatever you want to call it, whatever your region accepts. So picking one up here is a lot better. And another meaty nade down. Vilga down to 66 HP. Juliano will find one with the MP9. Swings wider. Not able to find anything further. But that is 600 in her bank account. 600 right into her pocket with that kill. They are going to be falling back towards Banana. Priscilla is up above with Missa supporting from Coffins.
As they are going to be approaching now. Going onto the B side, Cristella's going to get the first pick onto Candy and Claudia. Missy is going to go down, traded out, but Cristella's able to get down Kelly V. Vilga, last one left on 1-on-3, and Juliana's going to finish that one out for a 2-0 lead for Besiktas now.
Unfortunately, they weren't able to recover the FAMAS, but regardless, that was 5 SMG kills. 3 going to Priscilla, so 1,800 in her pocket. Another 1,200 to Juliana.
And all AK armor bought out on the T side, lacking utility for a couple players, but that's all fine. CT side, 1 UMP, the only notable exception from their buy. We will see a lot of nades and damage thrown down Banana. Missa taken down to 60 health already, and Priscilla taken down to 81. So quick nade damage done, but Missa's going to get the pick onto Vilga straight away, and Juliana spraying through the smoke is going to get Claudia.
That is nicely done there to find a quick 2-woman lead. Can they convert any further? Assassins need to try and equal things up a little bit. It's Mimi, Candy, and Kelly V. Mimi, of course, quite the potent player. Let's see what she can do. Swings around the corner here, just trying to clear out towards Boiler. Should inch up and might find a player below balcony. That is going to be her first challenge. Swings this corner. They are stacked up. It'll be Zaslow. And actually, she falls back to throw a flash up. Candy just swung it. Got caught. Bombed down. This is not looking like a good round for Assassins. 2-on-5. Mimi and Kelly. What can they find? Well, now it is just Mimi all alone. Going to be pinched in the back. And that will be a clean round for Besiktas.
Yeah, and the best part about those clean rounds is all the money that's going to be in the bank now. It's going to be a tactical pause coming out from Assassins. 3-0 down. First time they haven't had the lead in this set. So under the pump, really, if they want to, they've Besiktas have equaled the amount of rounds they got last map. So it only can improve from here.
And we do have that good old-fashioned pause. It's tactical from Assassins, and that was something that we really didn't see from Besiktas when they were getting absolutely woman-handled on Cash. We didn't see enough tactical timeouts, so I'm a big fan of Assassins calling one of their 4 early and quickly to try and restore order, get back to their winning ways.
Yeah, and Yeah, that's going to be very important just in these games, getting momentum, being able to talk out your strats. It's going to be very important, especially on Inferno where there's so many different T setups. But with this full utility for Besiktas, it's going to be really in their hands what they do with this round. It's going to be the unpause coming in now, as we will be moving into the 4th round on Inferno.
And just briefly, while we are paused, I'm going to shout out the lovely country of Canada, where I come from. And of course, the lovely country of Poland, which features Katowice, where we are currently for this match.
And
Poland is a country I'd always wanted to visit, so I'm thrilled to be able to be casting this matchup.
We did see some early nades down Banana. Petra's going to be dropping the Molotov. In-app's going to be falling down to the pit. Vilga's taken down to 57 health there, as it does look like it's going to be an A-take coming on from Assassins. Only the pistols available, so not expecting too much from this push. Couple P250s, a CZ, a Deagle, and a basic lock on Candy is going to be what they're rolling into this A-take.
It'll be the good old waterfall right out apps. We'll see if Zaz can chase it down. Ignore TLC's advice and find some kills.
And they will be
She's going to be the first
falling
one
out.
pressured. She finds the kill onto Mimi. Drop down Petra and Giuliano backing her up. Just leaves Candy and Vilga, who's being tagged up. Vilga now with a nice 1D onto Giuliano. Makes things a little bit hairy, but it is just going to be her 1v4.
Has to be the ace to pull this one off. Stuck in the boiler, bomb down in pit. It's going to be a tough one to win this one out. Possibly thinking about just saving the Deagle. Might as well have a chance to go for it though. Any kills here are very important to Assassins, just able to take a little bit more money down, but Zaz will get the pick on from Diggity, as we will be moving into this 5th round.
And 4 rounds in, I always like to point out the scary thought, the 007 watch. Mimi and Candy, both 0 and 4. It's a little bit shocking from Mimi, who's, of course, quite possibly the best female player. Never like to outright call someone the best, but you know, she almost made it to FPL. That would have been an incredible feat. She came very close, but is still quite a talented player.
And it does look like Assassins are going to be setting up once again for an A-take, this time with a bit more util on the hand. Candy is pulling out the T-side door, but don't see that too much on Inferno. Thoughts on that, Graham? Why isn't seeing but why they're pulling it out now?
I don't really like T-side up, which might be why. Excuse me. I'm dying here. Talk.
Yeah, so they're going to be wrapping around bracket side. It's going to be 2 members in CT spawn at the moment. Vilga's going to take a little bit of damage from that fire. Zaz very close. Giuliano in the library going to be pushing through the smoke now. No, actually. Petra's going to get that trade onto Vilga. Kelly V going to get onto Petra. Giuliano now just in library. Candy going to miss the close range AWP shot. Mimi's on 4 health. Grisella's going to be wrapping around from Diggity. Kelly V now in the graveyard, going to be taken down by Grisella. So moving on to site, Grisella's going to get that, and it's going to be a 3k from her to close out this round.
And I have stopped choking on the air, I think, that I swallowed. I'm not really sure what it was, but I was choking on something in a pretty unfortunate way. But I'm fine now. And you know who's not fine? Assassins. They're down 5-0.
Yeah, it's tough. They do get a AK buy after that round, but they're going to be very low on money. They are going to be getting max loss bonus now, as will be a nade chuck down mid. Minimal damage done there. Any damage helps though.
But yeah, and one of the things I was trying to say before I started choking myself to death was that I don't really like hopping T-side Inferno. I find it can be hard and it can be kind of unfortunate, and you have to almost make some aggressive plays that you don't want to, depending on how the round goes. And you saw that with Candy. I think she wanted to push the way that she did. And speaking of push, there's a lovely pair of kills from Kelly, finding both Zaz and Petra. Petra did manage to rip Mimi's head away. And now we're going to see, I think it's Grisella going to be getting aggressive towards Banana. Spots out one player. Will fall but it's done a great job of splitting the defense. It leaves Juliano on A, Missa on B. And the bomb, well, it doesn't need to commit anywhere.
Yeah, either side they choose, it's going to be a 3-on-1. But it does look like they're going to be rotating back around to A. But it will be Vilga staying on B, hoping to catch out Miss as she pushes up. But rotating around bracket side, Juliano's going to get the initial pick, but Candy's going to trade that one out, and they're going to be moving on to A now, with Missa rotating around through CT spawn.
One v2, Missa, what does she have in her? Can she make this work? She's slowly moving around. Does she expect the player back apps? Vilga, she is actually going to look for this. Might be able to find it. Oh, the timing! So very close. Now the peek from Candy does a little bit of damage. Molly will come in, but this is a lot harder as Vilga peeks from balcony, and Assassins take their first.
Yeah, and that's going to be very important for them, but there is quite a lot of bank pulled up. It is going to be a pause now from Besiktas. But a lot of bank on their side, and it's going to be a tactical one here. Zaz is the lowest player at the moment, 3.8k, and that's actually quite low considering Crisella is over there on 10k. Possibly didn't get a drop last round when it would have been needed to even out the money, but that's not an issue. Crisella can drop a couple of M4s and should be a fullback coming out here. But tac pause, what would they be discussing right now?
A lot of things. I think one thing that has been a little bit of an issue, Besiktas has been fairly aggressive on their rotate down bananas, and it got caught in some unfortunate ways there. It was finally punished. It's something the Assassins hadn't been able to do. I'm sure that they'll be kind of discussing that. They might be going for a gamble stack somewhere. They've got Juliano up on the AWP. How they want to go off on that. There's quite a few things like rotations, different plays, set pieces that you can run. And it's a good idea for them just to get Weber in their ear. You can only talk, of course, during those tactical timeouts.
And just a pause by the admin, but unpaused once again, 8 seconds going around. Looks like Juliano will be going towards mid now with this AWP and hopefully get a first pick off. But thing is, if Juliano peaks mid here, there's likely not going to be an AWP on T side, so could be low risk, but one bullet from this AK-47 and she will be removed from this round.
Yeah, here's the set piece. So you have the op going right down mid. You have the aggression coming in from Banana and mid. This is super aggressive from Besiktas. I love it, though. We'll see if it works out for them. Oh, but Kelly's found the first kill on Zaz. Now this can be punished, as it is super passive play from Assassins. It's almost like the former Secret players reading a tendency out of their rivals and former teammates. We'll see if they can make it work. Mimi in a rough spot right now. 006. 108. We'll see if she can find her first kill.
Yeah, and it's just going to be Casella now alone on this B side. It will be 2 players close on Arch, ready to rotate if need be. But Assassin's not quite set their mind up yet. We do have 1 player deep in apartments, and that does look like to be Kelly. But Bomb's going to be moving up towards Banana now. And yep, you will see the little dots in your minimap moving towards that Banana, and it should be very difficult here for Casella to hold this push.
Juliano is moving around with the AWP. It will be some form of support, but surely the smoke is going to come down any second now. Another molly will go in as well from Juliano. So they are aware that there should be 2 towards B, and in fact, this is already rotating as a third. This is a tremendous read right now. AWP swings out. Juliano not quite able to land that shot. Has to fall back through the smoke. Claudia's walked out, found the kill onto Crisilla. Spray through. Mimi's very hurt. Mimi's actually going to kill herself somehow. I think stepping into the molly, and that's not a 007. It's a -107. We avoided it somehow. But now 3-on-4 retake trying to come through. Petra and Missa with the M4s. Juliana with an AWP in the B site. That's a little bit hard to crack. So we're seeing them call it off. They're running to a save.
Not the wrong decision there. 3v4, going to be very difficult to retake. That money isn't looking too great for Besiktas. Even though they did win first 5 rounds in a row. They probably weren't as clean as they wanted, so they weren't able to build up as much bank. But we'll be in an orb, an M4, and 2 M4s saved, so should be good. But Assassins shouldn't be chasing these. They don't have a whole lot of money to spare, so they're just going to be saving all their bank. And Mimi possibly just saving herself from the 007 with a negative 107 instead. I'm not sure which one's worse, but
Hey man, minus 107 isn't 007. You're not a secret agent, so, you know, I'd say it's better. It's emotionally better as Giuliano gets aggressive down banana with the AWP. Hasn't landed it. Vilga, I think, is going to challenge. Shoulder peek, misses the shot. Gonna be caught. Claudia, I think, was somehow just tagged for 1 damage. I didn't see the nade come through. So that might have actually been the up shot through the wall, just doing absolutely nothing. But now, Giuliano's looking for it. A nice tag onto Vilga, but does get chipped down just about equally. This banana control is being wretched by Assassins right now.
we do have Priscilla up on top of those first oranges. If Assassins decide to push through that, it's going to be very difficult one to take down first, but should be traded out quite easily after that. Juliana is going to be sitting from that CT position. But we do have 2 members from Assassin pushed in and gotten apartments control as well. It's going to be difficult to decide which site they want to go to. Looks like Vilga's going to be smoking CT. It looks like they might wrap around here to B, with the bomb being picked up now. And wherever this bomb goes is where it's going to go, and it looks like it might be A.
Well, that smoke down. Zaz doesn't realize that Mimi is up that close. That nade is going to give it away. There should have been the heard sound cue. So Mimi's going to be in a lot of trouble. Zaz peeks in behind, finds the kill.
But
and the drought continues for Mimi.
A good read here from Besiktas. They've rotated 4 players now over onto this B side. 15 seconds left. Assassins need to get a move on if they want to try and plant this bomb and have a chance at getting this site. Giuliano with a pick onto Kelly V. Candy's going to trade that one out, but Giuliano once again getting another pick. Claudia onto Giuliano now, but Petra's going to clean that up, and it's going to be 6-2 now for Besiktas.
That's a case of using the clock to your own disadvantage. Sometimes grinding time down late can be an advantage. Other cases, it just works against you. And Assassin's punished heavily for it. Mimi in the rough spot going to be on the P250. There are 4 AKs, though, for Assassins as they try and grab another round.
Yeah, Giuliano's really picked up this map. She's 10-4 at the moment. But going in onto this B side, it looks like there's going to be 3 members of Assassin going to be peeking Missa, who's sitting at that CT wall now. Just behind it, actually, going to be peeking now. Damage done onto Claudia, not done much in return. The nade's going to land right on her, though, going to take it down to 65. Molotov thrown down to stop this aggression from Assassins. CT smoke's going in, another smoke going in to try and stop this. Candy's pushed through it though. They know where Casella smokes down though, misses close to Coffin, and there's going to be a rotate coming in from Giuliano as well. Vilga's going to get the pick on Casella. Giuliano's deep CT, not able to push in right now. And that will be Missa as well in construction, or Sunday school, as I've heard it called.
I've never heard that. That is interesting. I don't like it. Mainly because I didn't like Sunday school. But try to come through. Petra does get picked off by Claudia. Now it is a 3-on-5 retake. Miss is going to go above the smoke. Won't find the kill on the Claudia. I thought she spotted out Mimi's head there. She seems to be unaware of it. Will find the kill in the end. Zaz now has one as well coming through. This is all of a sudden doable. It's a 2-on-2. The Molly's going in. Candy walks out. And Besiktas with a beautiful retake.
Yeah, Giuliano hitting the no-scope at the end there just to really just putting cherry on top there with that retake. Dropping an M4 there, and money's good for Zaz at the moment. Never mind, I take that back. Money's quite low actually, so on this eco for Assassins, it's really important just to get some amount of picks. I think if Besiktas lose 3 players here, they're going to be in a very tough spot for money.
Yeah, any damage you can do right now, anything you can force a rebuy is going to be very big regardless, but, you know, the more they can make it rain, the more they can make it pour is going to be quite detrimental to Besiktas. Petra up on the balcony. We'll have heard that pot shot come through. Gonna be falling back a little bit. Now we might have an opportunity here. Oh, swings out. Does somehow find that kill onto Kelly. That was lovely. She's gonna get aggressive with the flashbang through. Petra make it a hat trick for her. They are just eco frags, so they're not quite as impressive. But regardless, a nice job finding a few. Now it is just Candy and Vilga.
And any damage is good damage at the moment. They won't be expecting Petra to be behind them at the moment. Oh, Vilga will get the pick onto that, though. That's going to be an M4 up for Vilga now. Candy's picked up the CZ. There's a chance in this round to get a bit more damage done.
They might actually just try and save as well. I don't like that choice because there's still a good amount of utility, so it is like it might be advisable. They're going to start to work it though, see if they can't move some of these players around. Hop up from Priscilla. She's looking the wrong way. She'll fall, and in fact, B's open. This is a great opportunity for Assassins. They need to start rotating fast. Are the flashes going to be going over? There's a smoke for CT on Vilga. She throws it down there. This bomb should go down. That is a massive boon for Assassins.
And now, at the start of the round, why I said 3 people getting killed, as Zaz is going to take down Candy, Vilga in the back corner, but Zaz is going to clean up those 2 kills. But at the start, why I said initially 3 players is because you have these 2 players, Crisella and Petra, who had quite a lot of money and were able to buy into this next round. But if they had one more pick, then it would have been very difficult for them to have economy going to this next round. But it will be a tack pause coming out from Assassins again. 8-2 up for Besiktas, and quite a tough spot for Assassins at the moment.
Yeah, tack pause for Assassins. Time to talk it over. Think things over. Hear the soothing voice of Frank Castle, aka Punisher, in their ear. Or Pete Castiglione, as he was also known by briefly in that part of the last season here of Punisher. Great show, by the way, if anyone doesn't watch it on Netflix. I highly recommend it. I enjoyed it. But he is going to be providing his insights. Speak sweet nothings. I don't know. He's gonna tell them something, and hopefully that motivation is what Mimi needs to go from -1 0-10 to 0-10 or 1-10. Anyway, but up.
Yeah, just unbelievable. Unable to find a single kill on this T side so far after 10 completed rounds, and just the suicide not being able to handle it, I'd assume, but. It's looking dodgy. I'm surprised Besiktas haven't pulled out a double, or possibly just a lack of money for them. But considering they ran it on cash, I would be expecting it once they get some more money to be pulling out a double AWP here on CT side Inferno.
Maybe not. I mean, the way that their rifles are working, they may not decide to go that way at all. We've got a nice little boost over the smoke here for Giuliano. She might be able to find something, but no, everyone's falling away from that. And if she's not careful, Mimi might walk right down these stairs, find the kill on both of them. They do, in time, fall off the boost.
And it's going to be Candy with the T side AWP in the apps. Petra just outside. Going to be the flash coming through. Petra dropped down into pit now. And 4 Ts towards the A site. 3 CTs awaiting their arrival. There is going to be a CT smoke, which is going to call the rotate out from Giuliano. So that's exactly what they wanted with that CT smoke there, as they're going to be able to push out now onto a 2-woman held A site. Giuliano now going back around into the arch, but he's going to get the shot through the smoke. That's a really nice opening pick there. Gone into library. Kelly V is going to get the pick on a Petra, and that should be able to take the side. But Zaz stopping it a little bit more with getting the frag onto Kelly V.
Zaz needs to go huge, but she in fact falls to Mimi. And that will bring Mimi back to 0 kills after being at -1. Her first actual kill of the game is not herself. And now with this retake coming around, will they be able to find anything? It's not going to be that easy with the AWP, especially with Candy trying to find some kills with her own, but instead actually Crisella's got the opener. Peeking out, good damage done. Mimi's got another kill, but Claudia has fallen. Mimi gets off by Giuliano, and it's another retake for Besiktas.
Their 4th one of the half. That's 4 successful retakes here, and they're just really when they're able to put faith in themselves, that's when you really see teams starting to play really well.
And of course, if you are just tuning in, this is the Intel Challenge Katowice 2019 third place decider between Assassins and Besiktas. First map, Besiktas pick was Cash. Assassins took it 16-3. We're here on Assassin's pick, and it's 9-2. My name is Graham Morrison. Follow me at GrahamCast. Joined by Infinity. Follow him at Infinity285. I think I had that right.
Yeah, _285.
Ah.
And we will see the teams pushing towards this A site now. Smoke going out towards Bracket. Molly coming out from Giuliano, but they're able to get that spam in. They're moving around towards Moto. Giuliano going to get the pick onto Kelly V into the apartments. Vilga's going to be pushing on close to the site now. Vilga's going to get Petra, but Zaz up in the corner is going to be able to get that trade. And on this side, it will be difficult. Candy spamming through, hopefully trying to get that. Giuliano does swap out for the M4. Mimi's going to get the pick onto Zaz, so that's the second kill of the half. And we will have the CTs rotating out. Giuliano in the back corner of the site, hoping to stop this plant.
Oh, and she's done a great job so far. Whoa, what was that headshot through the box onto Candy? It's just Mimi finds the kill on the Missa, but that will be a 10th for Besiktas. Assassins, they need an answer here. They need to find something. This is just absolutely brutal.
Quite the opposite of what we saw last map, and Besiktas looking hopefully to close this out. 13-2 would be the desired option, but I think they'll take anything now. A 10-5 half wouldn't be bad.
Well, this is falling away a little bit, so there is a window for them to isolate a couple solo players here on B, and that is starting to dissipate. But now the hit's coming in fast and furious towards this B-bomb site. Good flashbangs going to delay it up. But they find the opening kill onto Chrysilla. Just miss in the back. Finds the kill onto Claudia. She needs to find a few more here. Mimi coming over the smoke. Will rip the head away with the MAC-10. Now with 2 kills. Bomb going down on B. This is another retake for Besiktas. Guns have been recovered. There's armor on a couple of these players. This might actually be doable for Assassins. It's going to be tough, though.
Candy's position here with Giuliano might be able to get a backstab in if Giuliano isn't careful. Not going to check her corner. Is going to get the pick on. Petra and Zaz taking down 2 though. It's a 2v2 here at the moment. Candy only has a CZ. Picked up the AWP. Mimi with the MAC-10, thinking that they're on the bomb. Not at the moment. Petra's very low on 12 health. They're not defusing, but now they are. Tapped it again. Now Petra's sitting on it. 12 health. No, Mimi's so close. Gets some.
Oh, no! Petra just sticks the defuse, finds it. Mimi unable to get the kill. Unable to spray through the smoke and find it. Bomb just wasn't quite planted where she expected. And Besiktas steal highway robbery, their 11th.
Yeah, and it was so close. If they won that round, they really could have gotten a lot of momentum and possibly finished out 10-5. But now it's 11-2. They do fall by. Vilg is going to get the pick onto Missa. It's a double AWP coming out from the T side.
That's not what you usually see ever. I'm intrigued if it's going to work. I don't like the odds of it working. I don't expect it to work. But Vilga did find the opening pick, so credit where it's due.
But we do have Giuliano firing down shots down Banana. Vilga just pre-firing, trying to get a lucky shot onto, but Giuliano picks Vilga out through the smoke, and that's half the double AWP down for the T side. Canty, the other half, is going to be throwing a lot of nades down towards A site. We'll have a nade close by. A second one as well, taking down to 52. Going to miss a shot onto Petra. Crisella, in the meantime, does take down Mimi. Claudia is going to trade that out. Zaz is going to get Candy. Zaz is going to get Kelly V as well. Petra's going to finish off Claudia, and that's 12-2 to Besiktas.
Yeah, and we are looking eerily similar to Keish. I think I'm saying that right for you Aussies. It was a 13-2 half, I think, or was it 13 or 12-3 half? 12-3 half. So with that said, that means that Assassins are clearly going to take this round. Pistol round will then go to Besiktas, and we're going to go to a third map, which is Train. But Giuliano with the run boost, hitting an insane shot there. And Wow, just ripping Candy's life away. That was something else.
And 4v5 always makes it more difficult pushing the site with one less member than you would have hoped for. And Giuliano just taking that pick right off the start. Mimi's pushing through, going to get the pick onto Zaz. And that will be an opening now into this A bomb site. It's now just Petra left, but from the apartments, she is going to be able to get a pick there. Playing a bit more passive now, falling back, possibly going around towards Boiler. But it is going to be Vilga picking up 3 with the spray down. And now Assassin's running towards the B bombs. It's just going to be Claudia now, possibly taking out Petra on timing. And there we go, 12-3 half. The exact same as last map. And wow, complete flip of the roles here.
Oh dear Lord. I was like, all right, jigs up here. Assassins are about to get rolled. 3 players running straight down banana. But all of a sudden, the turnaround Vilga 3K spray down rips them away and completely stole that round. Unbelievable. And my friend Infinity, we've got a game on our hands here. All of a sudden, despite Assassins shellacking Besiktas on their map pick cash, they've come back looking very strong here on Inferno. We should have a heck of an ending. If you are just tuning in, this is the Intel Challenge Katowice 2019 third place decider. My name is Graham Morrison. You can follow me on Twitter at GrahamCast. Joined by Infinity. Follow him at Infinity_285 with the legend Odelays on production. Follow him OTTA SLAYS, I think. Look. Yes, I did that right. I can spell.
Yeah, and coming out on this side is going to be a 4 CT stack on the A site, and it looks like that's the way Besiktas is going. This pistol round is very important for Assassins. As we said last map, this pistol round can really make or break what's going to happen here. There's 4 nades on the T side, and they are going to be sending them out now. Molotovs and smokes raining in. Flash coming in from Giuliano. Kelly V's taking down to 54 already, as they're going to be falling out of the apartments. Mimi getting 2. Zaz going to get the pick on the Candy, Giuliano, and Kelly V. Claudia's going to take down Petra, and it's a 2v2 now with Zaz taking down Claudia with that huge shot. But it's going to be bombs in pit, and they're going to have to try and fight to get this planted. And
Mimi with the backstab and apps will be key, and Vilga got that shot onto Giuliano. It leaves Zaz 1 versus 2. She does have a USP, but she's only got 37 HP. And the bomb. Time to go B if she wants, but instead she's just going to stick it on A. See if she can't isolate some 1v1s here. Both players, I think, wisely from Assassin's going to group up. Coming the other way. Is Zaz going to go around? That would be massive if she did, but I think she's just going to hold towards Arches here. We'll allow them space in towards this site. Peek at any moment. Should find some info. She's got to look. Surely. She hears some insight running around. It's going to be right on it. Vilga's on it with the kit. This is going to be defused. Round is already over.
yeah, Vilga with the kit, that really just played a part in that round. If there was no kit there, Zaz might have had a chance to just spam into that smoke and find kill, but no chance. We will see a buy coming out from Assassins. A weird buy. 2 Orcs, a Scout, UMP, and MP9. And then 4 Mac 10s. Vega Squadron-esque coming out from Besiktas. Sorry.
Oh, and Vilga spray down with the AUG. Finds 2, but that AUG will be recovered. Incredibly potent gun. Kelly V on the other side of the smoke. Well, rips the life away from Petra. Molly will go down just to buy a little bit of time. And I think, wisely, Besiktas are going to start to fall back towards A. Mimi's the only one there right now, if they do commit to it.
And that's just really a big shutdown there. Besiktas just looking to get any economic damage that they can with all those Mac 10s. They did take down Vilga, did steal an AUG away in the hands of Giuliano at the moment, as the smoke will be dissipating, and Mimi holding it with the AUG, and going to take Mr. down to 13. The nade could be huge here, but no, going to finish her up before it can even blow up. But now Giuliano on the site could get a bomb plant down here if she wanted. Going to molly it off, going to rotate back around, possibly catch Candy off. He is going to get the kill onto Candy. Run for the plant now. But the molly was perfect there as they're pushed around the site, and Assassin's picking up the second round and a half.
Now we should see a little bit of a buy coming in from Besiktas. Not a lot, just some Deegs, P250s. And in fact, that's exactly what we see coming out. We'll see if they can make those Deegs sink. They're quite potent. It's going to be Missa and Petra.
Missa did have a very nice shot there on Cash at one point, just not even seeing her on the other perspective, but hopefully he can pull out some magic in this round. We do have Petra and Missa on the Deagle. Flash comes out, they're going to be pushing up. They are going to take this close mid control. Mimi going to spray down Petra and Missa as well. That's both Deagles down. Only P250's left on the T side. Candy's going to spray down too. It's just Zaz left. And that's going to be Mimi finishing that off with the USP. And 12-6 now to Assassins, pulling this game in closer. And at what point do Assassins think this is actually gettable again?
Well, I think one of the big reasons is the fact that Mimi, I mentioned earlier, she was -1, 0-10. She's 12-14 at the moment. That is a 13-4 run and has been pacing Assassins right now, making this much more doable. If she can continue to romp through players, then Assassins really start to feel that this might be a possibility. Maybe it is winnable. That HE is going to go in. Vilga's going to find the kill on the Missa, and Zaz grabbing 2. And Besiktas, they're looking a little bit lost in this round already. We still have Priscilla, Petra, and Giuliano left. 3 very talented players. But can they find a way back into it?
3v2 on the A bomb site. No, it is going to be a rotate coming out from Claudia now as well. Giuliano is going to take down Mimi. Candy's going to trade that one out though. Candy wrapping around now towards Moto. Petra going to hit a nice shot onto that though. And Crisella and Petra alone on this site. 2v3 retake for Assassins. Bomb goes down. It's going to be close. Crisella is going to take this fight. Claudia is going to win with the MP9. Petra gets a nice shot, but Vilga's going to trade it out. And that's going to be 12-7 now in favor of Besiktas. But Assassins, 4 in a row now. 5 in a row, actually. They did win the last round on their T side.
Assassins, this is exactly the way they needed this half swap to go. They needed to get their feet under them. They needed to get their economy under them. And it is starting to climb on a couple of these players. Vilga up to 7k. Kelly's almost at 6. Candy and Mimi quite broke. Candy did just bring out the AWP. So another clean round here for Assassins would force Besiktas down to no money. And leave them a great window to continue to climb their way through. Up mid is where Besiktas is starting to go towards A right now. Mimi is jump spotting with the Yogg. Can throw a smoke down. That delays things a little bit. Fall back to site. Candy though going to be pressured quickly. Fast coming around here. Very aggressive from Besiktas. Can Candy hit these shots? Flashbang goes over. Doesn't land. Oh, and Priscilla has fallen to the AWP. Another kill. One at a time. They peek. And Candy has 3. Not quite a 4th. Missa's going to get it. But in the end, it is just Missa right now. 1v4. Peeks out. Decent damage done to Claudia. She is in all kinds of trouble. Jumping around as bullets fly around her. And Claudia has the kill. Assassins will recover the AWP too.
An attack pause called here from Besiktas. Obviously, they haven't won a round yet on their T side, and going in with questionable money, possibly just going to see a pistol buy with a bit of utility there, just trying to give themselves a bit of a chance going into this next round. But Assassins possibly pulling this back here, looking towards the 12-9 scoreline after this round. Won't be seeing many rifles, you wouldn't think, and Mimi just fighting back. From -1-0 and 10 to 12-1 and 15, really pulling up the weight there and showing her worth on this team.
This pause continues to roll on. It is tactical. This is their window. Here's their opportunity, their chance to try and get back to their winning ways. It's been 5 in a row on the CT side, 6 in a row overall for Assassins. Now with this pause coming down, I'm curious to see what direction they go. There's not a lot of money on some of these people. Priscilla at 3k with the Liv Morgan-esque pink hair. And it looks like it will be some Kevlar, some util, quite a bit of util actually, and P250s across the board. HEs Wonder where those will go. Hitchies are flying in towards Banana right now, and they're meaty. Crucilla's down to 12 HP. Lots of damage done across the board as they try and rush around the corner. Vil gets sprayed through, found 2. What do they do? Quickly trade that out. Kelly V needs to find 3. Sitting in this site, Juliana's going to try and plant edge of the smoke. Smoke just goes down. Won't be able to deny. Nope, Kelly V doesn't spray it. Sprays through in the end and finds the kill onto Crucilla. Makes it that much harder for Zaz and Juliano.
But Juliano does have the AUG here. Candy is going to peek at a perfect time, taking down Juliano. It's just Zaz left in this, and Kelly V is going to take that down. And that will be 12-9 for Assassins now. And I'd just like to point out, Zaz at the moment has 340 utility damage and 104 ADR.
Definitely an incredibly potent player over on Besiktas, and she's pulling her weight quite well. Also got to shout out 11 flash assists, or enemies flash, not flash assists. Juliana with 12. Credit where it's due to those who throw flashes. Those out there, we salute you. And now, again, Molly gonna go in. That actually cancels the boost that they were doing, so Vilga and Kelly V have to fall back. It is a double up on the CT side right now. Vilga's with 1, Candy with the other. No AWP could be afforded by Besiktas. Well, it could have been, but they chose not to go for it, which I respect, because I hate opping T-side Inferno. I say that a lot. I hate it.
Yeah, Vilga did get taken down to 56 health then, and it does look just like waiting for a pick to come out. Maybe some overextension from the CTs, but it's just going to be... It looks like they're going to be rotating around towards A with 4 members on the T side, very close here. Only 3 CTs on the A side. And actually it looks like Giuliano and Missa falling back to get bomb and going B now.
Yeah, that's the right call. They'll just throw a couple flashes to try and fake this as smoke as well. They may actually go for the full split off of it. Looks like that's going to be exactly what Crucilla and Zaz are trying to do. They're about to wrap through CT. Or maybe not. This might be elaborate faking right now. Missa going to throw a smoke down. She's going to start to move up, try and find some kills. It's going to be Vilga picking her, and Zaz and Giuliano have cracked open the A-bomb site. Trying to move back through his Candy, and then lovely shot there onto Crucilla. Can she find another one with the AWP? It's a 3-on-3. 2 ops on this retake. This will not be easy for Assassins. And to be honest with you, I'd almost consider just calling a save right now.
But with the money on their side, there's no reason not to at least try and see if they can get a pick quickly. As Kelly V's going to pick this angle held by Zaz, taking down to 16 health. Kelly V is going to be the aggressive. Vilga with the AWP holding that angle. 2 AWPs on this retake though. Kelly V is going to get the initial pick on a Petra. Zaz is going to trade that one out. Now 2 AWPs left. Vilga's left. He's going to get Zaz and Giuliano. If she goes down here, could be huge economic damage, but Besiktas picking up their first round on the T side. And this could be the start of what they needed, or it could be a big reset coming out for Assassins and helping them push up closer to getting this possibly 2-0. You wouldn't have thought that at the half, but now it's 13-9, 4-round differential between them, and Assassins really looking like they have a chance.
There is a window for it. This is a huge round. If it is lost by Besiktas, their loss bonus is reset. There's no money on 3 of their players. They'll be able to drop a little bit and have not a good buy by any stretch of the imagination. Bomb plant would make it much better for them, even if they do lose it. They might actually have a proper buy into the next. However, it is such a pivotal round right now. Assassins lose it. A couple of their players are kind of broke. Then you're looking at maybe that 15-9. This is so key. This could be the series. And Vilga taken down to 22 HP. Does live. Passes towards B, and everyone's up towards A.
Yeah, and it does look like they're going to see Crucilla just falling back, possibly to go grab this bomb. And where Crucilla goes is going to possibly just be the decision on where they're going to rotate out. Petra's fallen back on 8 health now. And 3 T's in A site, and it does look like the bomb's heading towards A now. Candy's going to take down Zaz though, and Petra on 8 HP is going to take down by Candy again. Candy's just finding so many frags here at this arch position, walking one by one. Just can't do that till Norpa in the arches, and Missa taken down by Vilga as well.
And that was on the opposite site. So that was trying to pull some rotates and maybe find an entrance. It didn't work. There's still 3 towards A right now. But Giuliano, it's a lovely first shot. Smoke is going to hit Candy. And now it is all on Mimi in the site. Needs to go massive. Peeks out, finds the first kill. Planter was there too, and she's got that one. 10th round for Assassins. They're climbing their way back in. They took Besiktas pick 16-3. This is their own pick. They're starting to fall behind. They fell behind very heavily early. It was a 12-3 half, but all of a sudden, 13-10. They've had a lovely run back here. 7 of the 8 rounds that we've had on this CT side for them. And 8 of the last 9.
Yeah, and with the money broken, going to be seeing just about a full eco coming out from Besiktas. It's just going to be Zaz with the P250, couple flashes in body armor, and Missa with the P250 as well. Giuliano sitting on 4.9k, possibly could have dropped a few pistols, but wanting to bring out that AWP next round possibly, or just drop a few AKs. As we do see the T's just pushing up mid and second mid, looking towards A. They're just hanging out around the kitchen in the T-apps. It looks like Crucilla's just playing around in the kitchen. As they will be moving towards mid into this A site push. It's going to be a smoke coming out from Zaz towards the arch side. And flash is coming out from Assassins as Besiktas are going to push this smoke. Candy sitting alone with the AWP, going to get tagged down to 57, having to fall back to the site now. Holding this angle, it's very dangerous. Giuliano coming around from Library. Candy's going to get that pick. He's going to swing around wide, going to tag down Crucella. Mr. and Petra getting picks as well, but now it's a 1v3 for Petra. Has the bomb possibility, but it's going to be... Here's going to be Vilga just holding out behind. Does get the dink though.
Good dink, health. Yeah. Oh, it finds that lovely one tap there. It's a massive set of kills with the Glock from Petra. Makes it a 1v2, and she will quite comfortably get bombed down in B. That makes it a 2-on-1 retake. Mimi and Claudia, both on full HP, both with armor trying to come through. Petra has done. She will be aim punched quite heavily, and that's exactly what happens. Mimi, just quick on the draw, finds the kill, picks up her 16th kill. Technically her 17th, because she does have that -1 in her kill counter. And she's going to be able to go all the way back to A and get the AWP.
Look at that play from Assassins, knowing where the AWP was dropped, and the call to hold up on the defuse so Mimi can rotate back around, pick up that AWP, and save themselves a bit of money not having to buy that again. As 13-11 now to Besiktas. Have only won 1 round on their T side, and that was by the skin of their teeth. It's 13-11, single AWP out from Candy, no AWPs on the T side, bit of utility being thrown out early in the round, trying to get some control mid and Banana, but Banana's just been walked past. Pushing up to mid, going to be hitting this A bomb side again, it looks like.
3 towards their flashbangs coming around. Petra tagged up quite heavily. I believe that was the upshot from Candy. Do they expect Mimi in the cubby? That's the $1 million question. We haven't seen this spot come out yet from Assassins. And the backstab could be so incredibly potent. It's not going to be a molly into it. It's not going to be a flashbang or anything for it. They've tried to smoke off. I don't think they're going to check this. This could be so huge for Mimi. It's going to start to come forth any second now. And it's Claudia in behind, actually finding one. Mimi swings out, finds another 2. And it leaves Giuliano all alone, 1 versus 4. She's going to start to come charging right up mid. Spots out Vilga, does a little bit of a tag, but Vilga wins the duel. Assassins with their 12th. We have another pause coming in, but this is an unbelievable run. Assassins, they brought this back.
Yeah, Vilga just making that through 2 health there, but Giuliano, even if she won that duel, should not have won the round with Mimi. Probably just going to swing out and finish that one off. But yeah, 13-12, wouldn't have thought this happened at the half, especially after last map where the map was closed out so quickly, but it's just all momentum now with Assassins, and they're really looking to take out this Series 2-0 now, and you'd be probably in the wrong to not expect them to do this after just showing such dominance on their CT side, able to retake a lot, as did Besiktas. Like, a lot of good retakes coming out from both teams.
This is so tough, and you really have to start to feel for Giuliano and Zaz. Both of them playing quite well. 25 kills apiece. They are one behind Vilga for top in the server. But they're just playing so unbelievably well. 103 ADR for Zaz, 99 for Giuliano. The only player up there in that realm is Vilga at 104. So big performances from the Besiktas Stars, but with Missa down at 7, 7, and 18, Priscilla at 10 and 19, you're starting to see where some of the cracks are lying, and it's really not helping them when they're not able to trade the kills on Assassins.
Yeah, and it will be pushing up towards the A site once again. They keep hitting this A site. It seems like they've essentially just given up on B, and they're going to be pushing up now. Just some pistols and a Mac 10 on Giuliano with all that money that she saved from the couple rounds ago with 4.9k. Is going to have the Mac 10 and head armor. But no players to catch out without head armor on the CT side. And Zaz burning 70 health taken from the Molotov. Flash is coming out, and they're just caught in between a rock and a hard place here at the moment. Another flash coming out. Giuliano does avoid it. They do know that Mimi's in pit, and they will know from that Molotov there's two players in pit. Petra's going to get taken down by Vilga. Candy getting the pick on Zaz. Claudia taking out Missa, and it's just Giuliano once again left alone. But he's going to get Mimi, but that's about all. Candy on 1 health, and this is a tied match now, Graham.
Getting Mimi there is not a consolation prize, considering Mimi had 14k after her loss bonus. The money is so huge on Assassins after the buy. It's 8k on Mimi, 10k on Candy, 10k on Kelly, 5 on Vilga, and 6 on Claudio. This is such a built bank account that Besiktas need to win a couple in a row to even consider doing damage to it. Coming right around the corner, Petra. Oh, Kelly, I think she hit her jump line by mistake. May have bumped mouse wheel. And that's finally a massive opener for Besiktas.
And yeah, that's going to be very important taking this 4v5. One pick on the T side might not impact you too much, but losing one on the CT side before you've even had a chance to really get your nail into the round is just very difficult. Kelly taken down early, and there is a bit of damage done on the T side. Petra on 68 health and Missa on 81, but possibly won't make too much of a difference with AKs and AUGs. Mimi might just be able to find one taps instead at a longer range, as they will be pushing towards A now. Bomb's still in T spawn. They're going to be pushing out around now onto A. Zaz is going to find Mimi, and it's a 3v5 now for Assassins, and it's going to be difficult. And it does look like they are going to be pulling around towards Banana, going to look for an execute now onto the B site where there are 2 members from Assassins, as Candy will be holding from CT with an AWP. 2 flashes coming out. Claudia does take down Zaz on mid, and they're going to be rotating around now. Claudia's running around quickly. Vilga's going to get a pick on Petra. Miss is going to trade that one out though. Candy's rotated around to Coffins. Miss is on 9 health, very close to Coffins. Claudia's deep flash isn't going to find much. Candy does get the pick on a Missa. Giuliano quite close though, he's going to be able to find that, and Besiktas does find their 14th round.
Oh my lord. This has gotten so incredibly close, so incredibly tense. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Graham Morrison. Follow me at GrahamCast, joined by Infinity. Follow him at Infinity_285 with Otis Lays on production. Follow him at that. And, wow. 14-13 for the Intel Challenge. Katowice 2019 third place decider. Besiktas 2 rounds away, and they force train. Assassins 3 rounds, they win it. We're done if Assassins win this map.
Yeah, and if Assassins win this round, Besiktas is going to be reset for the second time this half, and it's going to be looking very dodgy for them to even get into overtime. But if Assassins lose this round, they've got Vilga on 1.5k and Claudia on 1.7. With 1.9k coming into their bank, they might be able to get a bit of a buy into the next round, which they'll be lacking a bit of utility. But it does look like Besiktas are going to be pushing into this A site now. Pressure on the Mimi now. They're going to... Good flash there. Going to have to hold this round, but falling back to the site, not going to be able to do anything. Giuliano with 2 there onto Mimi and Claudia. It's going to be Candy holding back from Library side, and it's going to get fully blind flash onto Giuliano. And this is really putting the round back in the 50-50 odds here.
Well, and this is such an awkward spot for Besiktas just based on the fact that the bomb was a mile back. That's allowed rotates to already come around, already start to put some pressure in, and smokes to start to fade. There's not a lot of utility left for these Ts, and there's still 3 mollies into smoke and a lot of flashes for the CTs to try and get back in here. There's a lot of tools. Can they make it work? One last smoke sitting here. Another one will be thrown in, this time towards Pit. Molly's going over. Molly's going every which way. One of them does not land, but it will force Zaz out. Surely, Zaz does find the first kill. Priscilla's got another one. Just Kelly right now, and it will be Besiktas at least clinching overtime and potentially now 1 round away from sending us to train.
Yeah, and if we go to train, it could really just be... It's going to be a flip of the coin after seeing such a dominant performance first map from Assassins. Going into this round, they are going to be lacking on 2 players with an MP9 and a FAMAS, but oh boy, this has been a close match.
I'm sweating bullets, and I'm not even playing in this game. That's how tense it is, and Candy aggressive finds the kill onto Giuliano. That's the top fragger for Besiktas down, potentially denying her the 30 bomb. Aggression in towards Bananas while Vilga is very far forward. Has Kelly V backing up at range. It looks like that might be where Besiktas want to go. That could be a nasty snake in the grass and really throw a spanner in the works for this round.
Yeah, Vilga playing quite close with this MP9 on Banana. Kelly V is going to take a bit of damage there, as Flash is coming out, but Petra's going to see that Vilga's there and take that quite easily. Kelly V is going to have to fall back now. And 15 health on Candy, 17 on Kelly V. This is going to be very close here, and just a couple shots in, and this really opens this up, but it's 4v4 at the moment. Looks like Besiktas are going to be moving towards B side. Actually, no, they're rotating around through mid now, where you will have Claudia and Mimi on the A side. A smoke's popped, but Bomb is rotating around towards Banana now. So pressure is on Candy and Kelly V.
Yeah, they need to hit some massive shots, and Candy's got a big opener. Spray through with the AUG, does a lot of damage, not able to find the kills. Kelly trying to move around the edge of the smoke. This is so key. Mimi over on A has fallen. Be a rotator, and that means that pressure will come through CT. Kelly, edge of the smoke, gets a huge kill. Can she deny play it? No, but if this bomb gets denied, the opera's in the site. Oh, it's just saved. Zaz with it, and now that leaves Claudio 1v2, trying to work through. That was so very close to denying Plant and stealing the round away. Claudia 1v2, she answers her way in, going through Church. Will she be able to find anything? This is the $1 million question. The game on the line. Will we go to train, or will Assassins pull this out? Further time starting to tick away. There is a kit very close by. If she can find this first kill on Dark, and she does. Picks off Priscilla. Now is aware that it might be towards Banana. Oh, and is aware, and I think this is going to be the jig up. She's got to stick it, and Zaz gets the kill. We're going to train, Infinity.
Yeah, and as I said before, a flip of the coin on who can win this. Just in that second half there, it looks like Assassins should have the momentum going into train, but it's just going to be, I think it's going to be a nail biter on train. After that 16-3 first map, it's just, you wouldn't have thought that we're going to a third map, but here we are, 16-13 in the favor of Besiktas, and we're going to be going into train, and we'll see you then.
Welcome to the Intel Change.
Got a big task ahead of her though. First kill coming through the rain, and the second Zaz. She's done it. She's kept res in this game.
Welcome to the Intel Change.
Got a big task ahead of her though. First kill coming through the rain, and the second Zaz. She's done it. She's kept res in this game.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Intel Challenge Katowice 2019 third place decider. Map 1, Besiktas pick, that was Cash. Assassins, they won it 16-3. Assassins pick Inferno, map 2, Besiktas won that 16-13. So here we are on train. My name is Graham Morrison, aka Graham Cass, joined by Infinity, and we're actually right into the knife round. How's that for timing?
Very, very amazing there from you, Graham. And we are going to see some stabby here on the map of Train. And it's going to be Missa here, 24 health, clutching it out actually. 1-on-1 now, Vilga running away. And now Vilga's going to win it, and Assassins do win the knife round.
And a lovely hat trick of kills there for Vilga with the 1v1 knife clutch coming in. And they're just going to be deciding what side. I'm assuming, just
they
because
chose a switch.
That's the way it goes. It's going to be them on CT.
Yep.
That is on train. Like 10 times out of 10, the team that wins knife round picks CT.
Yeah, and we will be moving into this first round of DE_train. Final map, Assassins vs Besiktas of the Intel Challenge Katowice 2019. Graham here, joined by myself, Infinity, and Mimi's going to be taking down 16. Yep, pushing fast onto the B bomb site. Smoke's going down on Z connector, and they're pushing up quite aggressively here. Bomb going down now, and very aggressive push here from Besiktas to really hold them close to their entry point.
And moving around right now, they're just trying to retake. 5-on-5 is this retake, but Vilga with a lovely first shot there onto Zaz. Will any more be found? Missa Close has the first one. It's on to Claudia. Can she find any more? It's actually Giuliano to find it onto Mimi. 4-on-3 for the T's right now. Priscilla in a lot of trouble. But the time's ticking down. There's no time for this retake. It doesn't matter. This is going to be the round to Besiktas.
The more they can kill, the better, though, and that will be... Did Chrysler go down to that bomb? I think
yes.
She might have. Yep, so we'll be forcing Chrysler to buy up that armor again, and going to this next round, we'll have Vilga buying a Deagle, Claudia with a P250, and then 8K, Galil, 2 Mac-10s, and UMP on Besiktas, as it does look like it's just going to be spread out towards Ivy. One teammate, Giuliano, putting a lot of damage into Vilga. Vilga, 1 health, just able to scrape back out on that. Zaz is in Pop Dog now, just peeking, trying to get some info. We do have 2 players out on Ivy. Chrysler able to take down Claudia, but Vilga with an amazing 1D onto Petra. As pressure's on, Giuliano will get the pick back onto Mimi, putting this into a 4v3. Vilga only on 1 health still.
Yes, but that Deeg in hand is quite a potent weapon, and there is a window for her to make it sing. She'll be boosted up. Trying to go over the box. Will she find Missa? I think they'll hear that drop. You might see shots through the smoke, but nonetheless, just waiting for these smokes to fade. This Assassin's just trying to get some exits, do some damage. Now it is just Vilga all alone. Crucilla's ripped her head away. That is going to be the second round rather easily.
Yeah, and did get a couple of... it might have actually only been 1. Yeah, only 1 kill then, whereas no one survived on the first round. So Giuliano is going to pick up that AWP into the third round, where we will see 4 Orgs and an M4 on the CT side. Claudia, the only one rocking the M4, and a UMP from Zaz as well, as we do see smokes coming out onto the A site. And it's going to be... It looks like it's going to be a hit towards A. Bomb is towards Ivy. As you see Claudia just spamming through the smoke at the moment.
Oh, there's a nice first pick. Missa just running out. Pop Dog finds one, but Kelly V and Vilga chiming right back through. Zaz and Missa down.
And it's going to be a push through Ivy now. Giuliano still with the AWP towards team main. It's going to be Chrysler melting Kelly V with just a running headshot there. Bomb's going to go down. Candy with the AUG isn't able to find Petra on that peak. Mimi and Vilga left on the 2-on-3. Giuliano with the AWP in teammate. Mimi here, close right is Crystal. Going to see the gun. Is going to take the first shot. It's very winnable here for the CT's assassins.
Petra, look at this trigger discipline coming in behind them. They have no idea. Giuliano just needs to stay alive, and the first kill goes right there. It leaves Mimi in an awkward spot, pincered between them. Lots of pressure done. Mimi surely has no window into this round. They find Petra on site. No, Petra with the 3K.
And did get 3 down there, but obviously would have wanted more out of that gun round. And possibly seeing a couple pistols come out here for assassins. 5.7 bought by Mimi. And then, yet, all upgraded pistols except for Candy, who's going to be saving up for that AWP. Vilga did get the armor and the smoke to go along with her CZ75. Missed a quick out team, man. Going to get the pick onto Vilga. Petra actually finishing that one off. And with the 4 stack towards the B bomb site, double molly into Z connector. Possibly a miscommunication there. But it will be a difficult retake here for assassins. Might want to just save their upgraded pistols. As Zaz almost saw out Claudia. Waiting for the boost here, actually. Does look away, as it looks like it's going to be coming off now. And Zaz will pick that off.
Yeah, this is just fairly easy, straightforward round right now for Besiktas. They just need to try and avoid having too much damage done to them. They are not great on the money front. It's okay. But a clean round here would be huge. And Zaz, oh, Kelly V with 2. Leaves Candy with the USB. Might actually get another tag through. Crisella in a little bit of trouble. Trying to fall away. Oh, we'll just be able to escape. And Candy goes down to the bomb.
But there was a lot of good damage done there with Kelly V with 2 very nice Eagle headshots. It will take a couple of members down, but Giuliano sitting on 7.3k, and money's not looking too great for Assassins with a 4-0 lead to Besiktas on train here, and does look like they're just going to be hitting A once again. Candy now does have her AWP, as does Giuliano, as it looks like they are going to be moving out towards this A bomb site. Misser down at Olaf now, going to be pushing up towards Sandwich position. As we do see some more utility rain out from Besiktas. Molotovs onto the side. Claudia does get Crisella though. Claudia onto Misser as well. Giuliano does get the trade onto that. Petra onto Vilga as well. Still a close round, 3v3 here at the moment. Giuliano does take a bit of damage, but Candy holding quite passive with the AWP, but does get a dink from, I believe it was Petra, but does get the quick scope onto her as a bit of revenge for those dinks on 21 health. Bomb is closer towards the CTs now. They can hold passive from old Bomb. And Candy here just has nice sight lens with her AWP. Mimi with a big flank around, possibly going through team main. And then we do have Zaz pushing up close towards the bomb now, checking out the Z connector. Does have eyes on the bomb, is going to be peeking into Candy if she picks this up, but is going to be running along, doesn't quite pick up the bomb. But they know that Zaz is towards that Z connector, and Mimi now in team main. It's a very close round here, 30 seconds left on the clock. Kelly V does catch out Giuliano, and Candy finishes off Zaz, and that will be Assassin's first round on the board.
And now, with that through, it will be another proper buy coming in for Assassins. AWP on Candy, couple logs, couple M4s. Going up against 4 AKs and an AWP, of course, on Giuliano. We'll see if Candy can hit that shot. Oh, it's a great opener, even though with a little bit of flash, she manages to find the kill onto Giuliano. And these CTs look poised to potentially convert this into a second round with a big opening pick. We'll need to find some more, though, here.
And Besiktas might want to look towards regaining that AWP that is being dropped by Giuliano, but won't be happening, I don't think, as Crisella will go down to Vilga, and this round firmly in the hands of Assassins at the moment. 5v3 in their favour, and it does look like they might think about a hit onto the B bomb site, whereas I take that back. Zaz has dropped down into Pop Dog now, re-smoking, as Petra's down there. No, just getting their legs worked out with these climbing up and down the ladder, and they are going to be heading towards this B bomb site.
Mimi up above is in a great spot. If she looks to peek it, the timing on it would be so huge. Not entirely sure why she's rocking back and forth. Post up, sees the barrel come around, swings out, finds one, but Petra's got the trade. 30 seconds left, and Candy with the AWP leaves Zaz alone. 1 versus 4. Trying to spray through with the AK, can't find that first shot. Will get the bomb down. Ollie's gonna go in, that forces her away, and the HE lands on her face. Candy with the nade through, defuse will come in. Assassins grab their second.
And good retake there, but it really was just up to Mimi. Did get one with the spray, but also jinked the other, and was able to make that retake a whole lot easier for Assassins, as they will be moving into the seventh round with an advantage on economy. Only a couple players below 2k, and we will see P250s out for Besiktas, Mesa with the Deagle, and then Giuliano and Zaz with flashes, and Petra with the smoke. Flash does go out. A couple players with armor as well. They've gone for upgraded pistols and a bit of armor, so hoping to find a bit of damage here, but who knows? They'll need to close the distance with those P250s. And we do have 2 players that did drop down into the pop dog with the totem drop, as if not doing the totem drop, then it's just very easy. You don't need to use your keyboard, just hold it head level, but they will be going up. It looks like it will be a B bomb site hit from Besiktas, and we will see the single flash and the single smoke flying out through this upper window. They've gone out. Candy takes the pick onto Chrysler though. Mimi onto Zaz. Mimi on the site is able to get a bit of damage in. Candy takes down Missa. Petra does get the frag onto Mimi though. And almost Candy as well. Yeah, that's on Candy. 2 kills there.
That
Very
was
positive.
a beautiful flashbang on Candy. Unfortunately, Assassins threw the flash. That is like the worst feeling when you get team flashed up. But it will be double op setups now for Assassins. Mimi's got 1, Candy with the other, of course. No AWPs on Besiktas to try and deal with them whatsoever. And the money, it's non-existent for Besiktas. This is a big round for them. This is going to go flying right out T-Con right now, just to put a little bit of pressure on. The rest of the default is coming around. And Giuliano falls to Candy.
Yeah, Candy getting oh so important early picks in these rounds. Just able to, I think it's been Giuliano 2 rounds in a row. Oh, not in a row, but 2 gun rounds in a row, able to get that early pick off. Missa just on the other side of that train is going to peek, going to catch the shot and not able to get any damage. Claudia taking down a half health. Candy's going to hit the shot now onto Missa. As Petra's up close, going to finish off Candy. Chrysler's going to get Vilga, but Chrysler on 1 health. Zaz is going to fall to Mimi, and 3v1 Chrysler on 1 HP is going to find Claudia though. As
1 on 2 with the AK, a couple headshots. It's doable. It's not going to be easy. I don't really like your chances, especially with no utility. But she is going to start to move her way out, move around. Unfortunately, Kelly B is just holding this angle. Will find the headshot through the box. And that's a tie game, 4-4.
And the pause will be coming out. Yeah, tied series, tied map. And a pause coming out from Besiktas. Obviously losing 4 rounds in a row. Need to try and get their heads in the game. Players' economy isn't looking too grand at the moment. They possibly just going to go for upgraded pistols, a bit of armor on a couple players. But nothing much more than that, whereas there is a lot of money available for the CTs. And
for those wondering, just because this is the 3rd place decider, some of you out there might be wondering what was going on in Dignitas versus CLG Red, which was the grand finals happening at the same time with this. If you were waiting to watch that separately, this is where you plug your ears. Because Dignitas are back-to-back world champions, having won their match over CLG Red. They are your champions of Katowice 2019. And now we're just waiting to see who's going to come 3rd now. Whether it will be Besiktas or Assassins.
Yeah, and at the moment, it's really hard to try and pick a winner out of these two teams. Assassin's just absolutely dominating on Cache, but not really able to bring themselves back on the first half of Inferno, but able to show some dominance, but not enough, losing Inferno 16-13. And it's just difficult as we do see the T's pushing out of team main. Candy's going to get the pick onto Zaz. Just some pistols here with a bit of armor. Claudia with the pick onto Chrysler as well. Mimi alone on the B-bomb site, and it's just going to be clean up from Assassins on to Petra. Petra's actually going to get the kill onto Candy, but they will pick up that AWP to save it for the next round.
And something you don't want to see if you're a Besiktas fan is Zaz 1-0-8.
I don't think she quite had the secret agent level, but got very close to it.
She had a 30 bomb on Inferno, the map they won. Top fragging on her team, doing all kinds of work, and have it turned around to be a 1-0-8 start. That is not what you want if you're a Besiktas fan. Like, I know many people out there in chat are.
Yeah, Kelly V with
when it rains, it pours. Vilga gonna make her 1-0-9.
Yeah, Kelly V with a very aggressive push here in Ivy as well, with a boost up on top of the boxes. Playing a bit of an off angle here. Candy just spamming in through to teammate. Throwing a grenade in here could get Missa a bit of damage. No, nothing at all. She's hiding behind that wall. As it does look like they're going to be pushing through to team main now. There's going to be smoke there. Oh, Candy just off with her timing a little bit. But yeah, 3 members in team main at the moment. Pushing around now, gets a leg onto Petra. 23 health left on her. Chrysler's going to go down to Vilga. And Candy misses a shot onto Missa. Claudia is going to finish off Petra though. And it's a 5v1 at the moment. Giuliano with the AWP left alone.
Health is so poor on so many of these players. It's a little unfortunate, but Giuliano's going to try and fall away. She shouldn't be able to. We'll find the kill on the Vilga. I don't think she's going to expect the Ivy push yet. Maybe. No, she doesn't. Kelly V gets the shot in the side. 6-4 Assassins. They need 10 more, and they will be your third place team for the Intel Challenge. Katowice 2019 in Katowice, Poland.
And we do see very, very low money on Besiktas. They need to win this round, otherwise they'll have to pull out possibly just some upgraded pistols going in the next round. Miss taking a bit of early round damage there. And double up set up from the CTs. Mimi just playing from behind. I can't even see with her scoping at the moment. I think it's just the yellow train on B-bomb site, looking up to the rafters. But Miss are going to take out Kelly V and Ivy. Is going to call from a rotation from Vilga through now CT now. They're all going back through CT, but they haven't called the fake. Mimi's going to get the pick on the Zaz, though, as they fall out of the lower through lower B. And the bomb, not quite knowing where it's going at the moment.
Well, Petra's in a great spot to potentially catch someone out. At the same time, she could also be caught. Should Mimi try and rotate through connector. This will be a great opportunity, though. Petra is the real linchpin in this round. She needs to find something, an opener, somehow working out of this connector spot. Teammates starting to move through. Kenny is there with an AWP and actually finds Giuliano. Great trade from Petra. Can she find anything further? Actually, it's going to be Chrysilla to rip away Vilga's life. Mimi now 1v2, AWP in hand. Trying to retake the A-bomb site here on train. Way forward. Does have a kit, does have utility. There is a window for her to make this work. It's just a matter of finding them. And I don't really like her chances based on the post plants coming in from Chrysilla and Petra right now. Towards Ivy and towards T-Con. So far out. Petra, I don't even think will be checked. There's going to be the swing. And looking the wrong way. Petra actually caught with her pants down. AK is going to be recovered. Spray through. Oh, but Chrysilla hits the shot. And Besiktas have a 5th round. There's a casual little voice crack there. Have a 5th round.
Do you see the attack coming out from Assassins? If they win this round, they reset Besiktas and find themselves probably another 2 or 3 rounds into this. As Besiktas will be buying light into this round. Zaz with 3.25k, not able to buy an AK and head armor. Petra in the same boat, not able to buy an AK and head armor. Missa, if wanted, can do that, but will only have $150 extra. So either they buy up AKs and go in with low utility, or go upgraded pistols or even SMGs and have very low and have a bit more utility.
They've got the money to comfortably buy everything they could possibly want on Assassins. Sure, there will be a couple drops over. All the utilities there. Everybody's happy. Everybody's happy as a clam. Kelly spent $13,450 and has money in the bank still. It's a testament to their economy. It was, it was more jacked than Pasha. It was just an absolutely beautiful shape. A lot of it is gone now. They've invested quite heavily, but that's what you'd expect, especially considering Besiktas, NAC 10, UMP, couple AKs. It's not so good.
Yeah, no utility for Missa, and then they have 7 flashes, 4 smokes, and 4 molotovs. Hopefully, able to make up for Missa not having anything. And we will be going back into this round now, and this is really a chance for Assassins to assert a dominance in this half. As we'll see just a default coming out with, I believe it's Mimi left alone on the B bomb site, pushing up aggressively. There are going to be 2 players there to meet her. She's going to throw the Molotov down early, as we do have 2 members towards Ivy on Besiktas, where there is Candy there with the close range AWP to meet them. Not going to move out of that position with that deep smoke that's gone in.
She was full white twice, so it was a really awkward spot. And that forced Kelly B to come over, throw a smoke in, and support her to get out. So that's given a little bit more space towards Ivy for Besiktas. I'm just, I should be aware that there were 2 players there at that point in time. So decent information has been gained. There's 4 towards A, only Mimi towards B. But you expect the split coming in as soon as the smoke fades. They'll come flying out. Pop Dog flying out T-Con. Smokes will come over. In fact, they are flying over at this moment. Molly will stop the Pop Dog portion of this. And Claudia up close, finds the first shot onto Missa. Does a lot more damage. Drops the bomb. And drops Petra. Vilga does also find one more. But Julian and Priscilla, 2v3 now. They found a couple kills. They've got themselves a window. But can they crack that window oh so much wider? And oh, I love this. They're going towards B. Mimi's lying in wait here, though. Finds the first kill. Drops bomb, falls away, sprays through. And Mimi clinches the 7th round for Assassins.
And now it's going to be a very tough position for Besiktas to find this round. They're going to have very limited money. Zaz on 1.5k. They're going to get $1,900 at the end of this round if they don't plant the bomb. And it seems like Zaz has actually bought up P250 and yep, they're going in for the force buy this round. A questionable decision perhaps, but they would have had to save next round anyway, most likely. So giving themselves the best chance to win this round, as it does look like they're going to be going up towards B, possibly challenging Mimi, who's been playing alone just about every round on this bomb site, except for maybe the first and second. But Juliana's going to be tagged down to 55. Was that a shot through the wooden window?
I'm not too sure. I wasn't paying that close attention, I'll say. She's actually over towards T-Con, so I think that may have been a bit of a peek. Okay. Mimi is the only one in B, and they're actually going to come flying out upper, tapping away. Candy's got the kill on Giuliano, but Petra hits the 1D gun to Mimi, and bomb will go down. That is so very big for Besiktas. Going to start to get aggressive with these post plants as well. Moving very far up. I don't know if Vilga is going to expect 2 of them. Finds one, spraying around. They do have that, and now Petra alone. It's another 1D. Does a little bit of damage, but it will be the round to Assassins, clinching the half with 8. And now it's just a matter of how far they can go. If you are just tuning in, this is the 3rd map of the Intel Challenge, Katowice 2019 female 3rd place decider. My name is Graham Morrison, a.k.a. GrahamCast on Twitter. Joined by Infinity, a.k.a. Infinity_285. First map, That was Besiktas' pick. Assassins took it. It was Cash 16-3. On Assassin's pick, Besiktas took it 16-13. It was Inferno, and that's why we're here on Train. In round 14 of the decider for the third place decider.
Yeah, and Kelly V here pushed up very close on Ivy with the boost as well, playing this off angle. I don't think they've seen it just yet. They don't have any armor, so it could be a lot of kills here for Kelly V when they decide to swing around. Zaz just up on the guardrails, going to find the first. No, Missa able to get that one out. Kelly V falling down quickly. Going to see some rotations coming in towards the Ivy now, as Besiktas will be pushing out. But Claudia with the great first shot. That's bombed down as well. Second onto Zaz. Petra's going to find Claudia though after pushing through teammate. And Vilga and Mimi just going to clean up these kills, and that's 9-5 Assassin.
1 round left in this half. Besiktas, I mean, even before we go into this final round, have to be happy getting 5 on Train T side. It's one of those maps that it can swing quite a bit more heavily towards CT, so 5 is respectable. They'd love to make it a 6th here, though. You know, they will be buying whatever they can, and that they have, with quite a bit of utility in AKs. Petra just got, I think that was a nade, maybe it was a little bit of spam somewhere. Yeah, it was HE in toward Ivy.
Oh no!
And
Candy just tagged Vilga. It did make a difference because missed a headshotter, but that's 2 down now, and this is going to be quite difficult going into this now for Assassins. Obviously would love to have this 10th round, give themselves a bit of an advantage going into T side, but it's going to be difficult. 3v5. Candy's now positioned herself on the upper rafters, and it looks like the T's, they might be rotating up around to join them and hit this B side. It will be 2 CTs there lying in wait. Kelly V and Candy. Candy's going to be watching the lower B, and Kelly V will be watching the upper rafters with her org. And they have all the T's just waiting. They're going to drop down. Candy misses the first shot, sadly. Smokes and grenades flying through. Molly is going to go onto site from Candy. Kelly's going to pick one off, but going to get traded instantly. And Candy pushing up very aggressively. It's a 1v4 for Claudia. And bomb hasn't quite gone down yet. Low health on Chrysella, but Petra's going to find that. It's going to be a 9-6 half towards Assassins.
And Besiktas have to be thrilled with that. At the pistol round and the couple following, that would make it a 9-9 game. And all of a sudden, they'd be incredibly poised after getting stomped on their own map pick to still win the series.
Yeah, and going into this next half, it's really going to be difficult to try and find these rounds. Could almost see this going to overtime, but this pistol will determine how far these teams go. If Assassins win this pistol, I can easily put them as going to take this map. But if Besiktas take this pistol, it could be the other way around.
A lot of this rides on the pistol, and while I can, we're at a little bit of a break here. I am going to give a shout out to one of the spectators in this GoTV in this server. It's not in the GoTV; it's in the actual server. That's Crossick. He's been the admin for both the qualifiers as well as the actual event. He's done a tremendous job, and tireless worker. Much love to Crossick, Suar, Ridiculous, and many of the other ESL admins. As well, while I can just shout people out for the sake of shouting people out, obviously shout out to you, Infinity, but shout out to the ladies on Carnage, Riv, Artemis, Connie, Bibian, and Hope. They had to go, so fun story with them, they had to go through the Asian qualifier. They wound up playing with awful ping, so for the fact that they even faced that adversity and made the event is a massive testament to them. Didn't have the showing they'd like, but it's a young lineup and one I'm excited for.
Now, before we head into this round, I'd just like to point out, Zaz has 1 kill. 1 kill in 15 rounds of Counter-Strike. but T's are going to be pushing onto this site now. Juliana with a quick pick under Candy. Vilga's going to trade that one out, though Claudia's now taking control of the site. Assassins should have the chance to plant here. Vilga taking out Misser as well. Mimi with the bombs moving across to the site now. It's going to be Chrysler Gush down near Old Bomb. And Chrysler is going to be getting 2 there, actually. And it's a 2v2 now in this final. It's a 1v2 now, all up to Claudia just to clutch this round out. Smoke drop
Priscilla is quite lit. Finds the first kill. Claudia does. It's now Zaz and the headshots. Easy 1v2 for Claudia. Winning that pistol round out. And now Besiktas' backs are against the wall. They're being held there against their will. And this is really dire straits. They're going to be forcing up fully. We have the scout on Giuliano. An MP9 on Chrysilla. Couple Deegs, a P250. And it's 3 MAC-10s, 2 AKs. As Assassins look to try and run away with this one.
Yeah, Claudia just going to be stopped on this team aim push with that Molotov stopping her. But it looks like it's going to be more of a push towards the B bomb site. I do take that back. There's going to be 3 players dropping into the Pop Dog. Claudia is taken very low, though. Taking the fight with Giuliano, who's going to hit that single scout shot and going to take her down to 28 health. Now they're pushing out a Pop Dog. Mimi's now behind the E-box. Zaz is going to get the pick onto Candy. And Chrysler onto Claudia, and Chrysler onto Kelly V as well. This is looking tough here for Assassins.
Yeah, and it's the AKs that have been dropped. Chrysilla even recovering one of them. These MAC-10s have to do a ton of work, and Petra with the D. Well, she's got one more. Health is low on Petra, Chrysilla, and Zaz, so it is potentially doable for Velga. Really don't like her chances, and Chrysilla with the AK wins the first challenge. A clean round for Besiktas, and both AKs recovered. That is a massive response, and it did feature Zaz getting her second kill. I'd like to point out that every round Zaz has a kill. Besiktas has won it.
That's good showing there. So Zaz is obviously a small part in the Besiktas win if it's only been 2 rounds, but that's fine. Kills that make a difference. As we do see just the upgraded pistols and armor from Assassins, bought as much as they could. And it will be Vilga with a shot onto Petra in the Ivy. Giuliano now towards Ivy as well, going to find the Wrath of Vilga. It's going to be finished off by Claudia, but 90% of that damage was given by Vilga. Kelly V is on Chrysler, and Misser on the site's been dinked as well. Finished up by Vilga, and it's just going to be Zaz left in the Z connector. She's gone around towards CT spawn now, and going to find Claudia, but that will be about it. It will be a save, and Assassins...
Highway robbery. That was a round that surely Besiktas should have won, and instead the pistols, a little bit of pistol, a little bit of armor, very slight utility, and all of a sudden Besiktas get bodied by Assassins. They get, well, for lack of a better word, assassinated. That was absolutely insane. They aren't going to be able to recover a few rifles on it, unfortunately. Vilga might be able to get that M4, but we'll actually lose her life to Zaz, so a couple feel-good kills for her. She doubles her kill total from 2 to 4.
Trying to find her rhythm a bit. Obviously, it's only 2 kills in that round, but it's 2 economically damaging kills, where it's now only 2 of the players on Assassins have a bit of a surplus in money, but as I say that, Besiktas, they don't have any money really. Giuliano taken down to 41 health, but Mimi is going to drop to Chrysler, and this does put a chance in for Besiktas to win this round. And it's going to be 4 players on the A bomb site. It's going to be Candy finding Giuliano, and they're going to possibly push into that A bomb site now with that initial pick. Re-smoke into Pop Dog. Claudia's there with Candy in the T main area, as Candy and Petra are going to exchange blows. 15 health for Candy and 18 for Petra. A lot of damage done, but no kills found from it. And it does look like they're going to be rotating towards Ivy.
This is an awkward spot, but the fact that there are 3 AKs on the field make this round instantly winnable for Assassins. We'll see if they can make it work. Towards Ivy, a couple of them are going. Kelly will go down ladder into Pop Dog. But here's the thing, Zaz has started to push up with the UMP. She might be able to catch this out. It's going to come down to the Ivy players going all kinds of crazy walking out here, and the first one falls to Missa. Kelly's trying to come in the back, and Missa's got a second. Will finally fall, but it is Kelly V in a 1v3. Turns around, Zaz gets her in the back in another round for Besiktas.
Yeah, and 8-11 now in favor of Assassins, and we will see a pause coming out from Assassins. And, well, a very close match. It's gone round for round now in this second half, and that's when you really just see dodgy buys coming out from both sides. But the money's looking just a bit worse for Assassins. Mimi, however, is on 4.2k. That's possibly what this pause is talking about, whether they just want to, whether Mimi's going to drop these upgraded pistols or whether they're just going to roll along with it. And that's the Deagle bought a few nades. Claudia buys up on armor and a P250, but that looks like it's going to be just about it.
Yeah, there's a Dig, a P250. So I will be firmly planted on the Mimi cam, just waiting to see what that Dig can do. She is quite a potent player. She's hit some incredible shots this series. She's only 9-12 right now, so not having the hottest start. But neither are two people you'd almost expect to be top fraggers over on Besiktas. Zaz is 5-15, Giuliano 8-13. That's coming off 30 and 29 kill performance, respectively, over on Inferno. So they popped off on the map they won. They're not really here right now on Train.
Yeah, and we will see two players going towards Ivy. Mimi just looking for this dig on a Petra, but Smoke's going to come out and delay this push where Candy, Claudia, and Mimi are waiting for this smoke to clear and find a pick to be able to push through here. Petra's going to be the one to try and deny this push. Not quite looking on it, actually. Giuliano is going to be the one to take this Ivy control back now. Just peering, waiting for the smoke to dissipate, and now Assassins might push in through. There's going to be a deep smoke coming out from Mimi, but Petra's going to find Vilga with that AK-47. There's a flash for Mimi as well, but that's just going to be a Molotov to force him out again. Giuliano swung around, gets a lot of damage onto Mimi, doesn't find the kill just yet, but flash is coming through. Another flash in return. They're going to push in through now. Petra there isn't going to find anyone, but it's going to find a lot of information. That's Giuliano going to pick Claudia, pushing through the smoke, and Crystal is going to go down to Kelly V. It's just Mimi and Candy left. They don't even have 100 health between them, and that's Candy down, 16 health, Mimi, a Deagle in a dream, and Giuliano does go down, but that'll be about it.
Ripper! Just Giuliano getting fat Dig bullet to the face. Was the good old-fashioned spray through. But if you are just tuning in, this is the third map of the Intel Challenge Katowice 2019 third place decider. That's right, we've gone the full distance, and we couldn't be closer here. 11-9. My name is Graham Morrison, a.k.a. GrahamCast on Twitter, joined by Infinity, a.k.a. Infinity_285, and Otis Slays, a.k.a. Otis Slays on production. Into this round here, not the greatest buy for Assassins, but they are going for it. They're going for broke. That requires a Galil on Kelly V and a Mac 10 on Vilga.
And it's interesting here. It's Zaz that's going to be soloing this B-bomb side. Obviously, they're going to have all their preset strats and their setups. And as I'm saying, that Candy's going to fall to Missa with Giuliano helping out as well. Molotov's going to be dropped by Zaz, not after a quick dink on that. And pushing through the fire, not expecting it from Zaz. She's going to get the 2 kills there, increasing her kill count a bit more to 7. That's going to be another one found from Giuliano. Pistol out, trying to spam through, not going to find it. It's just Vilga left with an Mac 10. And this round is as good as done. 1v5, and I don't really see it happening, Graham.
I just realized I had muted my mic by mistake. I was going to say, that's not going to happen. Petra finds the last one. Besiktas take a 10th. Gonna be pistols for assassins, so Besiktas should take an 11th and knot us up here.
Yeah, and I feel like that first map might have just been a bit of an anomaly from Assassins, where these past two maps have just been super close. Just they matched up together about 12 to 12 or 13 to 13 map before, and we're gonna see these pistols, 2 P250s and a couple flashes. Going to be pushing in towards the B side. Vilga's going to be throwing out her flash in a couple seconds, and that's going to be double flashes out, pushing in, but that's Zaz going to find 3, maybe 4, and there possibly an ace here for Zaz. No, but Missa does finish that one off, and a bit of a spray into the body from Zaz. Obviously had enough. She's gotten her kills into the double digits and is no longer bottom fragging.
Yeah, that rate is now on Giuliano at 10 kills. Mimi on the other side is also on 10 kills. Everyone else has come back to stable, but Priscilla at 22 and 12, Petra at 20 and 15 are the heavy hitters. Closest on the other side is Vilga at 19 and 18. No one is positive other than Vilga. Claudia's even. Everyone else is negative over on Assassins.
And it's really interesting looking at these KDs. Chrysler, 22 and 12, whereas Kelly V is the only one to be close to those deaths with 13. It's very interesting how she's able to be putting up those kills and not a lot of deaths, as Claudia drops down to 13 health from that Molotov there. Deep Molotov in Ivy. And I do see the nades coming out. Maybe a missed flash there. We'll see them. That will be Besiktas falling back from the connector, Vilga ready to throw Molotov, and then they can take this Ivy control.
Well, you want a shocking statistic for you here?
Give it to me.
After this round, the score is going to be 12-11. I can see all the people in Twitch chat just throwing scores out. 100% chance after this round it's 12-11.
I can't say no.
I mean, you could. That would just be, wrong.
Yeah. And we will see the terrorists pushing towards the B-bomb site as Missa almost gets caught out there. She kept spraying through. It'd almost be a kill, but Chrysler's going to find 4 actually for Chrysler. Looking for this ace. It's just Kelly V left, and Kelly has 12 seconds left. Paul is going to be coming out next round, but after time ends, I might see Chrysler might just pop up and try and pick off Kelly V after time's ended. So Kelly V has to be very careful not to lose after this time's gone. But Chrysler won't be rushing up this ladder to make Kelly V die on $250. And you'll probably see Assassins buy up around this AK armor.
Yeah, attack timeout was called by Vilga and Assassins. This gives them a little bit of a time to talk things over, think things through, and of course, get their good friend Punisher, their coach, have him whisper sweet nothings and sweet strategies in their ear. Of course, he can only speak during the timeouts, so it's always a good idea to call one, get your coach involved. On the other side, Weber, CT coach, Besiktas coach, is going to be, of course, trying to give his own input. But I'm curious to see what strat comes out. You know, as soon as there's attack timeout, the next round, there's going to be something of note. There's going to be a strat, whether it be the immediate round following or if they save, whether it's going to be the round after it. It looks like it will actually be a save. So we're probably not going to see much of a strat until the following round from this one.
But perhaps just getting some knowledgeable words from their coach on whether they should take this buy or not. Obviously told, buy up lightly around this AK-47 armor on Kelly V, but don't invest all of your money.
Well, here's the thing. We have 3 smokes and 3 mollies as well, so there's a big chance for them if, like, depending where the CTs play, there's a big window for them to at least get this bomb down. If they manage to force the players out of the right spots, find a couple kills, or even just get up near the smokes and get a plant in the smoke. It looks like they're going towards B or dropping Pop Dog. It's going to be towards B. Only player there is Zaz, and she's falling way back, playing super passive on this one. There's a massive chance for them when they hit this to get this bombed out.
It is an AWP out for Petra, and Kelly V's going to be the one sent into entry first, I'd imagine. We are going to see the smokes come out through the top window. Molotov's getting ready to drop as well. Then it's Kelly V throwing nades from the upper rafters, and the Molotov is going to be stopping the lower push, but it's going to be coming out now as they will be pushing onto this site. Giuliano getting a spray through the smoke will drop Claudia, but that might be all they're finding. Petra at the Z connector throwing a Molotov just through, almost finding Kelly V. Candy's going to be dropped by Chrysler. Giuliano missed it, dropping Vilga and Kelly V respectively, and Mimi drops as well. 13-11 to Besiktas, and you'd almost think they're going to close this one out now.
That kill from Giuliano through the smoke was absolutely massive. Because she got that kill, bomb was dropped. It wasn't in a great spot to be recovered. It was in the end picked up, but all the smokes had started to fade. All the mollies were gone. There was no utility left. The bomb has to be planted. A Pitzer came in from behind, and they weren't able to get it down. That was huge. I mean, look at the money difference. If they get that plant, Kelly V's on an AK here. There's more utility on Candy. Like, it would have had such a high impact. There is still the AWP on Candy, and that needs to go wild. We need something big, but Zaz, she's pushing up the ladder, and that might be a big stab in the back. Is she going to peek this? Oh, please tell me she peeks this. This would be beautiful.
And it looks like they're going to be going down lower, so once they get the call on them filing out lower, Zaz might be able to run around and just get the spray behind. And it looks like they're going to be pushing out now, so Zaz is going to be falling back towards the site to try and deny the plan. But they're not going to be checking it. Molly does come up though, and that's going to section out Zaz for the time being.
What a great read.
But Candy hasn't followed up on that read with the single point of damage, not giving info. And Zaz just saw the barrel. Oh, but Vilga going to frag out there on Zaz. Double checking and just able to pull that off.
The thing is when you're quite familiar with some of these players, you know their tendencies. And because of that, Assassins have found a few kills. Leaves Petra and Giuliano. Now it's just Petra, 1 versus 3. AWP in hand, and I don't think they're going to let her get away with that one. She hits a nice shot onto Mimi. Repeat coming through. Doesn't quite land Kelly V.
Doesn't really shoot. If she had a shot, there was almost a chance that lands, but it's going to be Vilga dropping to the bomb. What?
Yeah, she didn't get far enough away. She tried, but she was on a little bit lower HP. Will fall. So I don't think there's going to be an AWP there. In fact, will not be an AWP. And this should be, I think, the last tactical timeout that Assassins have.
And now, if you want to cast your eyes to the counter-terrorist money, they are rolling in it. Giuliano will be the only one to buy here. They might pull out a double AWP, might not, who knows. But it's going to be, if they pull out a double AWP, Giuliano will be down at 6k, and that'll be their lowest. They'll have Petra and Missa on 10k each, and they're going to be able to buy for possibly a couple rounds if they lose this. And it does look like Assassins have full board up, Mimi being the only one that doesn't have a full set of nades, but all armor up. Giuliano hasn't quite decided to buy on what she's going to buy yet, and Chrysler almost has 30 kills, 27 and 13, leading the server at the moment. Behind her is Petra, 22 and 15, and then it's going to be Vilga, 20 and 20, the highest on Assassins. And I think that just shows the difference between these two teams. Chrysler and Petra have been able to just find so many kills. It's just been shutting out, whereas Assassins just not killing as many in those important rounds to break the economy.
Now, when all is said and done, the backs are against the wall of Assassins. Their money, it's shot. Their loss bonus, it's non-existent. This is really do or die for them. If Besiktas win this, they will almost assuredly also pick up their 15th. And then they're 1 round away from becoming your 3rd place team at the Intel Challenge Katowice 2019 event.
And it will be just some early nades just to find some positioning. Kelly V and Mimi are going to drop down on Pop Dog. It is going to be 5 points of damage onto Mimi. Kelly V is going to be going back up now, and still, I believe it's just Zaz left alone on the B site. And a lot of nades running out now. That's a lot of smokes from Assassin. Flash is going to come out from Pop Dog from Mimi, and that's going to call the execute coming out. Flash is out. You're going to push out now. Giuliano's Z connector. Petra's going to find the pick onto Claudia. And Mimi's now on the side, going to be able to see Z connector. Is going to pick up Miss. No, Miss is going to get the frag onto Mimi. Velga's going to trade that one off though, but Petra's going to get Candy. Going to assert dominance in that AWP battle, and Petra going to pick up Velga as well. And Kelly V left to clutch it out, but it's going to be 12-14 to Besiktas, and they're going to be one gun round away from taking this.
Yeah, it is going to be the full save from Assassins. Oh, actually, no, they're forcing. Of course they are. Their loss bonus is only 1. They have no money. This is backs against the wall. There will not be another gun round short of Assassins pulling off a miracle with pistols. We need to see something huge here. Maybe faking the drop down ladder. They are just fanning out. This is Besiktas. They have to have confidence here. They've got to feel good, but they can't let it get to them. They can't freak out too much. Zaz is spotted. Vilga wants to go for it. Not able to land it.
Drops down as she's throwing the molly, and the nade does get up there, but that's a molly that she would have really loved to just hit her spot, but luckily the T's did not decide to push off of that. And I'd just like to point out Candy only buying a P250 this round so far, so obviously just trying to have some money in the bank for next round in case they lose, just so they have something.
She'll have a glass cannon op if she wants to go for it next round.
She's only going to get 1.9.
She might have armor. Or, because it'll be a second round loss bonus.
So it'll be 1.9. No, it'll be 1.9, so she'll only be 4.65, so she needs to find a kill if she wants to get the AWP.
Off by 100.
Yeah, so she wants to try and find this AWP, but she doesn't want to die. Game the bomb plane will actually get her that AWP for next round if they end up losing, but that's $300 to her name. She's at 3k now, but that's going to be frags coming out from both sides. 3v3 now. Mimi
Great
on
damage
7
done thus far. Mimi, though, will fall to the AWP, but Candy quickly trades it through. Now it is just Kelly 1v2. There's a Deeg. Don't know if they're quite aware of where she is. Oh, she's in the smoke. Giuliano, but doesn't find the kill. Misses, got it. Besiktas clinch OT, and they are 1 round away from being your third place team. They're 1 round away from being champions, Infinity. And of course, we have the last timeout. It has to be the last one.
And Candy instantly buying up that AWP with the armor and a smoke. And luckily that bomb plant gave them that extra $800, so they're able to buy up a bit more utility into this round.
Oh, yeah, look at that. That was a quick unpause. Admin unpaused it because they have no more tack timeouts. So that's rough. Candy's on the AWP with full head armor. AKs, Galil, Mac-10, Deagle. That's what's left for Assassins, and Candy rips the life away from Giuliano. It is just Zaz in towards B. She's in upper. She might push this. If she pushes out, she should surely find a kill. But this is so pivotal. Kelly V is going to be coming right around the corner, walking around. It just gets the shot right to the forehead. A lead lobotomy from the M4A4. Now the hit will come in earnest. It's starting to come around, starting to come down. They're already out on the side. It's been spotted. Zaz has the AWP from above. Can she find a kill? You know she's looking for it.
Oh, a bit too early on the molly. Isn't going to land, and Virga's going to pick up that AWP now. And it looks like Assassins will be able to take this round. But with the money on Besiktas looking as high as it is, they will be able to at least buy for 2 more rounds. They might go for this just to try and get some economic damage. But Candy's just fragging out, just getting some quick picks. But that's all. All of Besiktas died there. Obviously, Candy and Kelly V going down is quite important to lose. Is that a double AWP T side? That's a double AWP T side.
It's a double up both sides. Double ups on
Yeah.
the CT, double ups on the T side. Priscilla with the kill is up to 30 and 15. That's a 2 KD. She's playing absolutely insane. Petra's 25 and 17. Vilga, the only one positive on Assassins right now at 23 and 22. If they can come back, that would be amazing. But Petra rips Vilga's life away. That's the first kill, man advantage, or woman advantage, I should say, to Besiktas. Saz might be caught at lower, but not able to hit that shot, Mimi. And now backs against the wall for Assassins.
Yeah, Candy was very close to hitting a shot on to Giuliano there, and just before that, just looked away at just at a bad time because the flames were on her. If she held that for half a second more, she gets picked, but she does see the edge of Petra. Doesn't get the shot though, and Petra's going to be able to trade that one out. Claudia will get the trade on it though, and it's a 3v4, and Assassins backs against the wall. It's going to be a tough one. Swap between Mimi and Claudia there, and we will see Flash is going out so Claudia can take back this teammate control, even though it wasn't lost, but they didn't know that. Kelly V going to be pushing out Pop Dog, and it looks like it's going to be an A execute, possibly last round of the match with these 4 members on Besiktas, and it's going to be Chrysler going to be in the Z connector, Smoke and
miscommunication.
Molly.
They smoked and mollied it. Bomb will be able to go down in the smoke. That's going to make it a 4-on-3. Retake started to come in, but Missa from above found the first one. Leaves 2 left. Kelly V does get Zaz on the rotate, but is tagged up quite heavily. Mimi on the AWP needs to go large. Needs to go huge. Bomb is planted for her. They are playing quite passive. Molly's going to go in. That's going to deny the peek from Pop Dog. Flashbang will come over. Lines them up, but the bomb, it's being stuck. It's in the smoke.
Oh,
the
that's Mimi missed the shot.
And Besiktas, they stick the defuse. They win the round 16-13. They come back, take the series 2-1. They are your 3rd place Intel Challenge Katowice 2019 team.
I have no clue how Mimi missed that shot. I honestly thought she was so on it. If she waits just half a second more, she hits that shot, and then
on my screen it was on it. On
Yeah.
my screen, like, I swear to God, she hit that shot. I have no idea how it didn't register. Unbelievable. What an ending to this series. Folks, my name has been Graham Morrison. I would love the support in the way of a follow on Twitter, GrahamCast. My lovely co-caster has been Infinity. Give him a lovely follow at Infinity_280. And a massive shout out to the insane production beauty, Oda Slays. That is OTTASLAYS on Twitter. We would all appreciate your support. We're doing this for our love of women's Counter-Strike. And we've been here for CappingTV. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Congratulations to Besiktas after getting blown out on Cash 16-3, their own map pick. They come right back, take Inferno 16-13, and they grab Train by the same scoreline to take this series 2-1.
Welcome to the Intel Challenge.
Got a big task ahead of her though. First kill coming through Durain, and the second Zaz. She's done it. She's kept res in this game.